There we go. We're live.
Beautiful.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this wonderful blank screen. I'm sorry I was a bit busy talking about useless garbage to get the game set up. Anyway, welcome to the stream, everybody. We got Vladoff, Gabriel Van Orion, Game Over Man. We got Nicholas STG, Orion, of course. Ed Sandwich, good to see you. Supersonic, Cowboy Turtle, Cobalt Tsunami. And that seems to be everybody. Good to see you. OP12 just announced. Somebody ban Supersonic, please.
Off rip.
Orion, you know what to do. All right. Why is Borderlands 2 not showing Borderlands 2? Like, I don't even... This is crazy. My entire OBS is like, nah, not today. Are you serious? I have to redo my fucking scene in OBS now? No, there it is. Thank God. You
okay,
cock
nice.
of a video game. Late Man 6. Thank you, Cobra. Somebody had to say it.
Everyone's been saying late, bro.
All right. Everything looks good. Everything is nominal. Let's need to join St4rkiller's game.
I'm not in the game because I thought we were doing the slides first.
I thought we were kind of doing them at the same time, but either way.
All right, I'll get on.
I'm pulling the slideshow up right now. So everybody, as you can see, I'm here to learn how to play Borderlands. And St4rkiller, he's made this wonderful presentation. I'll let him take it from here.
Yes, I did. We just gotta see it on the stream.
It's there. It's probably delayed. You probably haven't seen it yet, but
yeah, that's gonna be the worst part about this is that I'm gonna be delayed, so I don't know what slides are up and what slides are not up.
Well, so I just spoiled the presentation. Don't spoil the presentation.
All right. So, okay. Whenever, okay, I'm ready. So, how to play Borderlands 2 OP10 by me, of course. All right.
Amen.
So we're gonna get to the nitty gritty. Next slide. Get good at the game. Just be better.
Okay.
Next slide.
Thank you, Cranky Kong. Thanks for watching.
Right.
Fuck yeah, dabbing snowman.
W. No, but actually, next slide.
Next slide. Here we go. Wow.
No more funky transitions. All
right.
So, basically, when it comes to OP10, there's mainly 6 components you have to consider and think about that really help make the difficulty a lot easier.
All right, man. Are these in order of importance?
This is just a list in the order doesn't matter. Okay. I just made them based on relevance, because slag, healing, gear, builds, they're more grouped, and elements and positioning, they're more it's just how I kind of did it. There's not really any significance to the order.
All right.
But as I was mentioning, there's 6 things you have to keep in consideration. 1 is positioning, 1 is elements, 3 is builds, 4 is slag, 5 is healing, and 6 is gear. Next slide. So when it comes to positioning, positioning is very character dependent, right? For example, if you're playing Krieg, the majority of his builds are going to be close range. So there's obviously different ways you have to approach it. But for example, Zero, he has this close range build with his melee, but he also has this sniper build that allows him to poke from really far ranges.
That's true.
So when it comes to positioning, you always have to realize what character you are playing and try to apply the general principles, but also realize how the character is played and try to use their strengths as well as good positioning. The next slide. So we have some key components of positioning I would like to mention for OP10, and I also have a description for deception as well, since Fishman is playing terribly on Zero. So I think I need to specify more for that. So beware of your surroundings. You need to know where cover is at every second you're in an engagement. Because if you're in the middle of just a open space, you're going to get cooked. You're absolutely going to get fried. And that's what happens to Fishman every single time he goes to the beatdown. And that's why he had to use Top Nia Sham. This is true. This is 100% true.
It is true, okay? It is true.
Yeah. right? So you need to know where your cover is. So when you do get into those very weak positionings or very weak, like I'm brain farting. When you're like at a weak point, like you're low health or not a lot of ammo, you know where to go to cover.
Yeah.
Don't stay in between too many enemies.
Okay.
This is a thing a lot of people do, including me. I'm still very guilty of this, but you always have to make sure you're not in the middle of like 5 enemies, because no matter how like good you are and how you're just destroying enemies, you can always still get hit with like an elemental dot or get hit by too many bullets that bypass health gate.
That's true.
So it's always important to have at least have sight of all the enemies and also not be surrounded by them. Make it so that you have a vision of the whole battlefield and you're able to attack one by one, no matter how many enemies it is. Just don't be in the middle of them.
Okay. And so I noticed
And then,
you chose Borderlands 1 barrels here. Is there any reason for that?
oh, I chose Borderlands 1 barrels because when I searched up Borderlands 2 barrels, those were the first ones that came up, and I'm like, those are not Borderlands 2 barrels. So I just used them because I was too lazy to find a cool image.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I mean, I like them better. I thought you did it because I've got a very bad track record with Borderlands 1 barrels. Lilith has a skill that blows them up when you walk near them, and I, I died many times to that. But anyway,
All right,
continue. Please continue.
so that actually works out perfectly. Beautiful. Anyway, for deception, the reason I put this here is because this is a really good tool for proper positioning. Because one thing you like to do, Fishman, is you always enter with deception and then kind of go into the middle of
That's
a
exactly
combat
what I
section
do.
without like really thinking of your surroundings. So you can usually use deception as an exit tool. So like you can go and hit everyone with the kunais, the debuffs, all of that, and then get into a safe spot to lob shots at them, or you can enter like you usually do, but you have to just be more cautious of where you're entering so that you can like get a kill and then back out so you're not getting destroyed by like 7 enemies at the same time.
All right. Makes sense.
Right?
Seems
And
obvious.
then
Easier said than done, though. When it
and
comes to
then
me,
play
anyway.
whoops, simple spelling or simple mistake right there.
Where's your mistake?
I spelled I forgot to put a round, so I put round. But play around
No.
cooldown. Yeah, play around cooldown. It's kind of just tying back to the entries and exits and all of that. So you just gotta make sure you play around your action skill, because that is your key tool, not only for damage but for staying alive.
All right.
All right, next slide.
Nice.
Elements. This one is pretty straightforward, but there are some key components.
Do I do bad with this? I feel like this is something I do good with.
No, this is just general.
Okay.
This is why I added this slide last minute, because I kind of forgot about it. Like, because technically elements are really important in OP10, but you have a proper understanding of them. So
One thing
that's
I
why
don't,
I just
I don't usually use shock against shielded enemies. That's one thing I like. If I'm fighting bandits and they've got a shield, I'll just power through it with fire because I don't want to swap to a shock.
and that's exactly what I was going to mention. That works perfectly fine.
Okay.
As long as you have corrosive for armor and flesh or fire for flesh, you're perfectly good.
Okay.
And shock is also good for characters like Axon, who have a shock build, and Gage, who have a shock build. But at the same time, you also have to take into consideration that a bunch of enemies are resistant to shock. Like, I know, like, one of the assassins, like, when you're doing that mission, they're just completely resistant to shock, so you would do no damage.
Yeah.
So if you're doing a thing with like a shock Axon build, you got to just be aware of that. So I would mostly just stick with flesh and armor. And then for non-element and explosive are good, but they definitely need character setup and also slag to help them as well. And we'll get into that later in the slides. So next slide.
All right.
All right, builds. This one's going to be a little bit straightforward because a lot of the other components are going to all tie back to the builds, right? So in OP10, you really need to focus on a good balance between survivability and damage, especially for the mobbing, because a lot of people, they spec into a lot more of the damage skills and not into the survivability, so they end up dying. So there's no point of having all of those damage skills when you're always in fight for your life or going back to the respawn station. So it's always good to have a good split in between them. Maybe a little bit more damage than survivability, whatever works in your case.
And what
If
does Zero
the
have
character,
for survivability?
we'll get to that later.
Okay.
We'll get to that later. I didn't put him here for specific, but I just wanted to use Axon as an example. That was actually my next point. If a character does not have good survivability, I don't know why I said does not have good survivability, you got to use gear to supplement that, which means good shields. But we'll get into that section later, and that's what Zero will need as well.
Okay.
Characters with not as many survival skills use gear to supplement. Yeah, I fucking said the same thing twice. I'm retarded.
It's a very important point.
But yeah, it is a very important point. But yeah, I used Axon as an example because he has a really good survivability tree. And as you can see, this is the spec I use on my Axon for the most part. I go into a lot of his, I go into preparation, I go into healthy, I got quick charge, I got forbearance, I got grit, of course. And then I have able, and I forgot what the name of this skill is.
Will.
Yeah.
I don't know what the skills are. I'm like putting my mouse everywhere.
Yeah, you don't know. Me too. It's fine. And then of course I have my damage skills like excuse me. I have Metal Storm. I have fuck. What is the what's the name of that skill? I can't forget. It's the green tree, left, middle left.
No idea.
Fuck.
God, no,
I forgot the name.
I went to the wrong slide. Hold on, we gotta go back.
Yeah, I forgot the name of that skill, but yeah, that kill skill is really good. And then yeah, you also got expertise.
Onslaught. Someone in chat said onslaught.
Thank you. That's what it was.
Thank you, Mr. Game Changer.
I appreciate it. Yeah, onslaught. I was thinking it was like slot or something. Onslaught, yes. And then steady, battlefront, all that stuff. So I have a good mix in between survivability and damage. And then yeah, you can go to the next slide now. Slag. So there's one really important thing about slag is there's not only one tool to use slag. There's so many different things you can use as utility for slag. You have the Slagga, you have the Pimpernel, you have the Orc, which basically it has the same effects as the Ogre, but it's an SMG. So you can get it in slag an enemy, and then have the same properties as an Orc on any of your guns. So it's a good utility item.
Didn't know that.
Slow Hand, Ruby, Kitten, Model 1 Sliders, really underrated because if you get matching grip and you're playing, for example, if you're playing Maya and you're spec'd into, I think it's Flicker, whatever the top left skill is, her first skill, you can get 100% slag chance on Sniders with matching grip. So Model 1 Sliders are really good in that case. Awesome. And then obviously there's the Grog, but we're going to be talking about the Grog later and why it's not you're always the best option when it comes to mobbing in more specific. Bossing Grog is a little bit required because of how much damage the bosses do and like their novas and all of that stuff. But for the most part, for mobbing, like 98% of the game, you really should not use the Grog as much.
That's interesting.
And then, yeah, I'll explain why.
I can't see how I can quit clutching the Grog, I'll be honest. That's the only way I can even I can do anything.
Funny how you say clutch. Because we're going to get straight into that in a couple of slides.
All right.
So, bouncing Betties, transfusions, crossfires, magic missiles, those are all really good slag grenades to use as well if you want to not use any types of weapons as slag utility. And then like other gear, I just have the antagonist because it does have the ability to slag.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only item that can slag that's not like a grenade or a gun. So, yeah. Next slide. And then, of course, you have your character skills, which have the ability to do slagging. So,
I disagree.
A lot of the characters... You gotta let me explain, brother. You gotta let me explain.
Okay.
So, a lot of the characters, they do have slagging skills in their trees. Like, Maya has Scorn and Ruin, which are really, really good slagging tools. Especially Scorn, because it also has some good utility as well outside of that. But actually, both Scorn and Ruin are really good. But Scorn also has some outside utility. Axon has Double Up. where his turret just gets a slag turret on top, and it just slags everything, which is really good. 0, Deathmark, and Kunai. Now, this doesn't really have good slag, but it does have really good debuffing. And that's something I want to go more into in specific with 0 later on. But 0 is one of the characters where he does so much damage that you don't even really need slag as much. You just need to make sure you keep up your kunai and your deathmark. Because if you do that, you could still do a lot of damage. Like if you go into deception and you deathmark someone and shoot them, even if they're not slagged, you'll still do pretty much either a one shot or near death. You'll nearly kill them. So that's one thing to keep in note with 0 is he already does a lot of damage. And then obviously, Salvador, like he doesn't really even need slag because he just busted his shit.
Yes, sir.
Creek, he doesn't have a slag skill, and Gage has one, but it's glitched. So keep that in note, guys.
Yeah.
Someone mentioned it.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Game Changer. He's like, there's also Gage with introsped outburst, which we don't talk about Gage. Exactly. On the money. What were you saying?
I feel like with Deathmark, God, I can't keep clicking the fucking screen. I keep. Okay. With Deathmark, I think. I just feel like it doesn't put out enough damage. If you don't have Slag or the B shield along with it, I don't think it's really going to be. Like for normal bandits, sure, like a normal bandit marauder, you could still one shot him, but like a badass, you're gonna be dumping mags in them, unless you get slag or have a B shield as well. In my experience,
but that depends on the gear. That depends on the gear.
Well, even just like Sandhawk, Deepa, fucking Lyuda doesn't really matter too much unless I've got the sweet spot with the Lyuda. I usually need to stack multiple. I need to stack Deathmark with slag or stack Deathmark with a B shield or. I need 2 of the 3 usually. That's what I like to try to do.
I'm not saying you can fully supplement slag out of 0, but Deathmark, if you don't have a target slagged, Deathmark is also a good alternative. Like, if you're in Deception and you don't slag them, but you have them with Deathmark, you still do crazy damage to them because of the Deathmark and the Deception. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, when you're not in Deception, you have to slag, if that makes sense. I'm not saying you can completely not use slag.
Okay.
On 0, but like it's less likely for you, or it's not as necessary because you do have Deathmark, and he also has some of the highest damage in the game.
Yeah, that just implies you hit your shots, I suppose.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I don't like. You gotta be good at the game,
and that's why we're here, Fishman. That's why we're here.
You can't make my aim better, but my positioning is probably the biggest problem.
Yeah. Anyway, next slide. Woo. So. We have the healing items. So they kind of do align a lot with the slagging items, as mentioned previous. So if you look, we have a lot of guns. Slowhand, Ruby, Kitten, Malawan Sniders, of course.
Jesus Christ.
Or why do I have that? I forgot to remove that, but that's not a healing weapon. I don't know why I put that there. I think I just forgot to remove it because I copied and pasted from the previous slide because a lot of them did overlap. But yeah, Grog, Bad Touch, Good Touch, Crit, Hail, Heartbreaker, Creamer, Sharamay, and then for grenades, transfusions, O negatives, and leech. These are all good healing items to use. Even the O negative, which a lot of people don't use, it's actually a somewhat decent transfusion grenade for healing, and something I would use from time to time. I would usually, me personally, I would pick a transfusion, just a regular transfusion, even if it's not slag. But an O negative works pretty well. And the point of this slide is to just to show there's a lot of different gun elements, or not gun elements, but different guns that have healing aspects that are not overkill with the Grog. And again, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to talk about the Grog in a bit. And why I think the Grog
is my favorite.
Yeah.
I love the Grog.
But I'm going to be shitting on it. I'm going to be shitting on it a little bit.
That's okay.
But yeah, that's why the Grog kind of ruins a player's skill, if that makes sense.
There's nothing to ruin, buddy. That's where you got it wrong.
Yeah. All right. Next slide. All right. And then same thing with Slag. Characters have really good healing skills or shield skills. So for Maya, we have Life Tap, which basically when you get a kill, you can get Life Steal, and she obviously has that. What's that one's skill? Sweet Release. When you kill someone in phase lock, you get the healing orbs towards you, and you obviously have health regen and stuff in Maya's middle tree. Zero, we have Innervate. So when he's in Deception, he can get health back slowly. Not as good as the other characters, but it is some form of healing. Axon obviously has Able, Grit. He has a lot of health boosting skills. Like there's a lot of stuff he can do to actually boost his survivability, and that's why Axon's really good in endgame when it comes to mobbing because he barely goes down, especially when you have your turrets up because his turrets also create distractions. So he has his distractions with his turrets, and he also has his great healing skills, so he barely goes down while he's playing.
I see.
And then for the shield skills, you have Maya with Ward, obviously just more shield capacity and recharge rate, and she also has inertia, I think it's called, where she gets like alpha kill, she gets shield regen, which is cool.
That is
And
cool.
then Axon quick charge, similar thing, he gets shield regen, and same with Zero. He has Grim. That gives him shield
Grim
regen.
is a beautiful skill with the B shield. Also, Orion said best healing skill combo is easily Elemental Elation and Thrill of the Kill. Are those on Krieg?
Yeah, Elemental Elation, yes. Yes, I completely forgot to put Krieg here because Krieg is actually a great example. Because Elemental Elation is basically whenever you do elemental damage to an enemy, you get healing from it.
Wow. What?
Yeah, it's pretty good. And with Thrill of the Kill, any overkill damage you do, you get the health back.
That's amazing.
So it sounds good in practice, but sometimes like it does take like it sounds like, oh, it's gonna be really easy to do, I'm not gonna die, but like you kinda have to like still play
Yeah.
pretty well with Krieg and understand how to play him to actually put those two lifesteal skills into full effect. Because they are really good
Yeah.
if you play
I
correctly.
guess he needs that kind of healing with the how you got to play with Krieg.
Exactly. Exactly. Anyway, next slide.
The
The
Greg. Oh,
Grog
I said Greg. I said Greg Conundrum.
The Grog Conundrum. Here's the issue with the Grog. The Grog is too much of a crutch weapon for players when they get into the OP levels. Why is it so much of a crutch weapon? Too much health slash lifesteal. It's like 62%, something crazy like that. So pretty much any big damage a player takes, they just switch the Grog and they get back into full health. You have extra projectiles, so basically, like it ruins your fire rate.
Oh my
Like you
God,
might
yeah.
get more projectiles, but half the time you're switching off the grab and you're trying to, let's say, use the Lyuda, but you have the drunk effect,
The
so you
slag.
can't.
I
Yeah,
can't
you
slag
can't
enemies
even.
at all when it does it
Yeah,
on the slag.
yeah, like exactly. Like the fire rate and the accuracy is too bad.
Yeah.
So like that's why that's like it's a blessing and also a curse as well. And then it can slag. It does slag pretty well, but like there are a lot better slagging tools at this job, right?
Yeah.
Uh, and this crutch weapon makes players do terrible playmaking. It makes players worse than average by making them uh like and let me rephrase this. They make players worse than average. They make them die more often because they're either out of position because they're using the grog to heal and getting all the heal. And when they die, they're like, "Oh, why did I die? I had the grog," right?
Yeah.
And then either that or it's like they are behind cover and they took damage, but instead of trying to go and find a proper position to get proper healing or using other items, they're just kind of like holding their grog and then just trying to spam click it to get all the healing they can get,
Yeah, that's
right?
definitely me.
So like the grog is a good tool, especially for bossing, but when you use it in mobbing, it makes your overall gameplay and understanding of OP10 like a lot like less like you don't really have as much knowledge
Yeah. It
as
just
you
makes you
would think.
comfortable with making mistakes because you think you can just instantly get your health back anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Exactly.
That's how it
Exactly.
is. That's how I feel. I'm like, I got the grog. I don't give a fuck. Shoot me. And then I die
So like
anyway. And then I'm like, oh, what the fuck? How'd I die?
yeah, so like once you go to like once you start your UVHM playthrough or you just beat OP levels and you restart your playthrough and you got to go get your grog, people are like, "Oh man, the game's so hard. I don't have my grog. I keep on going down."
Yes,
That's the
that's me.
example I'm talking about.
I go get the
Yeah,
grog
exactly.
first thing in the UVHM. I fucking get it before I fight Knuckle Dragger if I can.
Exactly. Exactly. Next slide. Gear. So there's actually a very important distinction with gear because a lot of people they always just use the exact same guns on every single character. And there's obviously general guns for every character. But some characters shine really, really good with some guns while others don't. So I have Axon here as a good example because he actually has a lot of guns that not a lot of the other characters use, but are extremely good on Axon. So obviously you see on the left we have the general guns. We have the Dupa, Sandhawk, Pimpernel, Lyuda, Northfleet, Ladyfist, Conference Call, and then I just put the Amigo Sincero just to match with the other column. But the Amigo Sincero is good on all the other characters because it actually does decent damage and bypasses shields.
I agree.
So it's actually a good gun on the majority of characters, plus also raid bossing, but I digress. And then you have Axon-specific guns. Logan's gun, shreds on Axon. Shreds on Axon because of his splash damage skills and his grenade splash skills.
Yeah.
Volcano, same thing. This gun is terrible. If you play it on like a Salvador, this gun is trash. If you play this maybe even on a Maya, I haven't tested on Maya myself. Maybe it's good on Maya, but from my understanding, it's not good on Maya. But if you play this on an Axton, you do work with it because it gets grenade splash damage. Hornet, same thing. The Hornet is so good on Axton because of grenade slash damage. Same thing with the Hellfire. Same thing, not same thing with the Gub, but the Gub is actually good based on his damage-based skills. So the Gub is pretty underrated on Axton. Oh, whoops. Yep. And then Sawbar. The Sawbar also has splash damage at the end of its shot. So if you're in the proper position and you're shooting the Sawbar, you do crazy damage on Axton. It's also good on other characters, but it's really, really good on Axton in specific. And then the slow hand, it's a good slagging tool, but if you're using it for damage, Axon's your guy because again, splash damage, and then Flacker for obvious reasons.
Let me guess. Splash damage.
Pretty much. So hopefully you understand that for most characters, there's a lot of guns that hone in on their strengths.
Yeah.
And that an OP10 are actually more better to use in combat compared to the usual suspects. Because for the Sandhawk, right, on Zero, if you're not using a B shield, the Sandhawk is terrible. And for the most part, you don't want to use the B shield on Zero. And I'll explain why later on. Only for bossing, you use it on Zero. But for normal mobbing, you don't want to use the B shield on Zero. So the Sandhawk is not really good to use. But if you use a Hornet or a Hellfire, you get so much more utility out of it because it's not dependent on the B shield. And you're actually able to survive and do damage. Or in Zero's case. Let me go back. I kind of skipped that over. Whoops. If you're using the Sandhawk on Zero, you're going to go down because you're using the B shield. You don't want to use the B shield. But if you use like the Sledge's shotgun, which I'll show some gameplay of, the Sledge's shotgun is really good on Zero because he's able to get close to enemies and pump so many pellets into them with the boosted damage of Deception. So I would rather use a Sledge's shotgun in combat compared to the Sandhawk because I get more utility out of the Sledge's.
I never would have thought the Sledge's shotgun.
I know, but it's good.
No, I'm down to see it.
You have to have proper positioning. I am confused. Yeah, I worded that terribly. I'll rephrase it one more time because I kind of conflated Axon and Zero for some reason because I was looking at Axon-specific guns. If you're playing Zero and you have a Sandhawk, 9 times out of 10, you need to use the B shield. But Zero doesn't really have good survivability or shield skills, so you always go down while using the B. So it's better to not use the B on Zero, which makes the Sandhawk way worse. Switch to the Sledge's shotgun. It does not need the B shield, and even if you did use it, it would be terrible. But if you used a normal shield and you were pushing into an enemy and you hit them while they're in Deception, you will kill them really fast and be able to get out of the situation easier. So instead of standing still, shooting the Sandhawk and hoping your B shield doesn't break, compared to the Sledge's shotgun, which you can use in any scenario with shield, no shield, low health, high health, doesn't matter. You still get the same damage output if you use it with your Deception and use it with Slag.
That makes sense to me.
That's basically the gist. You just got to understand that in specific scenarios, some characters can't use the general guns because of how their playstyle is. I think I understand. Okay, hopefully that was a good explanation. But
I
I
thought it was a
appreciate you.
great explanation, Star4killer.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, next slide. Now for the gear for shields, right? This one's very important. This follows the same principle as the guns and other items, that it kind of is character based. But for the majority of mobbing, use a tanky shield and or a health stack. This is very, very important in OP10. Very, very, very important. Because the reason why you and other players die on OP10 is because you're using the B shield. And the B shield is really, really good at doing damage and outputting damage. But once it's broken, it is a useless shield, and you have no survivability, and you don't get that added damage bonus. So you just end up dying constantly, and you're like, man, this game is too hard. But if you use like an ancient shield, you use an antagonist, you use a blockade, these shields have so much more capacity that if you get hit a bunch of times, you're like, oh shit, I'm getting hit too much. You can back out of a situation and recoup and rethink how to engage into the combat section. But with the B shield, if you get hit like 3 times, you get straight to health gate.
Yeah.
So you always have to go for a tanky shield. So I have a couple of shields listed. Ancient shields are really good for health stacking, like a purple ancient, or even like the evolution. Really good for just like health stacking. Like you can do it on Maya, Axton. Not really Zero. He doesn't have a lot of health stacking skills, but like
Salvador
I think,
too, right? With the Rough Rider, that'd be health stacking.
yeah, Salvador, Krieg for sure. But for the most part, you want to use the Rough Rider on Krieg because you have so many bonuses that
You just
apply
want more
without the
health to
shield.
heal, basically. Excuse me.
Yeah, exactly. And then you basically can stay up past health gate if you play it right with health gating, or health stacking, which is really good. And then antagonist, blockade, these are also really 2 good tanky shields. The sham, I put based on character. This is kind of important. It is not the best shield if you're going into like an area with like skags or other types of creatures, or maybe even just like melee psychos. But if you're in like gun sections and your character has good shield skills, like Axton, for example, or Maya, the sham is a really good utility. Because for the most part, even if the worst sham at 76%, you're still absorbing the majority of the shots. And when you get a kill, for those characters, you'll end up just recharging your shield, because your shield recharge rate on the sham is like 1 second. 1 second to start recharging back up. So with those skills, you're pretty much keeping the shield up as much as possible. Like on Axon, the sham is unironically a really, really good shield to use. Really, really good shield to use.
So does the sham need to be fully, does the capacity have to be full for it to absorb bullets, or can it just have part capacity?
Part capacity.
So yeah, on Zero then with Grim, it would still work, right? Because you could get a little bit of your shield back every kill, even if it wasn't the full shield.
I would say yes and no at the same time, because Zero doesn't really have a lot of health boosting skills. And if there are health boosting skills, you also have to boost in melee and all the other stuff, which also kind of takes away from like your other really good skills you want to spec into. So I would say no, because the capacity of the sham is really low.
So he just doesn't have enough general survivability, really.
Exactly. Like he does have Grim with the shield recharge rate, but it's not to the extent where like it would recharge fast enough to keep him alive.
Yeah.
Because like on Axton, he has like so many good shield skills that keep the sham up, and plus all the shots it absorbs. It is just way more efficient and better to use on Axton than like a Zero.
Makes sense.
Since Zero doesn't really have a lot of health sacking or a lot of shield regen skills. If that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
So like if I was playing Zero, and I'll show you the gameplay, I would use an antagonist, because it's a really, really tanky shield, and it does bullet deflection, which is similar. It's like the sham, but the opposite. So instead of absorbing the bullet, you're just sending it out and not taking the damage for it. So
yeah,
like
I've definitely done well with the antagonist on Zero. I just I get tired of not doing one shot dummy doo-doo damage, and then I put the B shield back on.
No, that's understandable. Anyway, next slide.
Woo!
B shield issue.
You spelt that wrong. You meant to say B shield has no issue. Whatever, I can't think of something. just keep berating.
This just sounds like an Axon 101. How does this benefit his zero? The reason it seems like an Axon 101, because Axon actually encompasses all of the components of OP10 extremely well. And that's why he's a really underrated character, and people shit on Axon all the time.
I'm learning
and that's why I wanted to use him as an example. With Zero, I didn't want to specify Zero too much on these slides, because that's what's going to be the rest of the stream, is us going through Zero and applying the knowledge that we discussed today in the slide and applying it to his Zero. So that's why it's more of a quote unquote Axton 101. But in reality, it's just because Axton has so many of the good components that make OP10 a lot easier.
I get what you're saying.
Oh.
I think he's a good choice too. I'm getting your points. You're getting your points across.
Yeah. It's just easier to use him as an example because he has everything. Like if I was using Salvador, that would be a lot more harder. He doesn't have
Gear on
good...
Salvador, Grog, Herald.
Yeah, literally, you just use Grog, Herald, or Grog, Orphan Maker, and you just wipe everything, and there's nothing super hard from it. But yeah, we're gonna go more into specifics with Zero, and I'll explain that in a bit. But yeah, so for the B shield issue, the B can be used for bosses in certain scenarios. Overall, it's not good for mobbing, and the reasons. No survivability. It doesn't have a good amount of capacity. Damage overload. You don't need to do a lot of damage with the B shield. Like in mobbing sections, you do enough damage with your skills that having the B is kind of overkill in some scenarios. So when you use the B, you're pretty much like creating this false expectation of one-shotting every single enemy in front of you. So when you don't use the B, you're like, why am I not one-shotting everything? I'm just going to go back to the B. And then it caused this loop of you using the B, you dying, you changing shield, and then I'm like, oh, I'm doing no damage. Go back to the B. And it just repeats that cycle over and over again. So that's why like overuse of the B can create this false expectation of damage and how enemies should be dealt with in OP levels, especially OP10. Right?
Wow, that is insightful. That is fucking... It's like I just had an epiphany. I'm not even shitting you. This is like third eye opening stuff. This is premium information. Right to the dome.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we have, let's see, creates bad habits. Like I said, it forces you to push a lot more because you're killing enemies so fast, and it makes you overextend or like just not care about healing because your mindset is most likely I can kill enemies faster than they can kill me. Yeah. But then you fuck around and find out that that's not the case. So
you got this in the Grog. You think you can one shot any enemy and you can heal any damage. So why fear anything? Why fear any man?
Exactly.
That always gets me into the fucking tomb.
Exactly. Right? Bosses just make Borderlands, but Veracids and Hyperius are broken. It's so hard to want to use Axon. I mess up by making Cell my first character for sure. Oh no, the raid bosses, those are complete. A lot of these principles, they're more towards mobbing. Because for raid bossing, you're using the B shield and you're using the Grog, 100%. Because in those scenarios, it's usually just one enemy, and you have to make sure that like, for the most part, you got to make sure you can keep your B shield up and apply that damage since of the crazy health scaling with, like, example, Hyperius and Veracitus. So that's why the B shield is super good in those cases. And that's why it's super dumb that they messed up their health values, if that makes sense. I kind of rambled a little bit, but yeah. Hopefully that made sense.
Makes sense to me.
I think a good exercise to stop relying on the Grog will be do some mobbing with a Slag Kitten. True, yes. That is actually a good way. Instead of going straight to not using any Moxie weapons, using a weaker Moxie weapon like a Kitten or a Hail, or not a Hail, but let's see. Probably just the Kitten, if I think about it. Or a Slow Hand. Slow Hand is also a good option. like kind of just slowly going to the point where you don't need like excess healing from your weapons, like that will make it so that the grog will be like something you're less reliant on instead of going from grog to no like grog with healing to no healing at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
And then the last point, misuse with other guns. Now, some people here, if they were on my Veracity stream a while back, I know the majority of you weren't, but I know Orion was for sure. We had a discussion about the B Shield's interactions with unlisted projectiles and listed projectiles. So, if you guys don't know, guns that have a listed multiplier, so like most shotguns, like the conference call, like ×7, it gets reduced amp per shot. The B Shield gets reduced amp per shot. But guns like the Sandhawk that do not have listed projectiles, they have no multiplier, but they shoot like 7 projectiles. All 7 of those projectiles get full amp. And that's why the Sandhawk is super good with the B Shield and not just by itself. Obviously, with like characters like Maya that focus on SMGs, you can make the Sandhawk really good without the B Shield. But on the majority of other characters, you need the B Shield to make the Sandhawk good, and it's because of that principle. So you got to understand that the B Shield is only good with those specific weapons in specific scenarios. And with Zero, you use the B Sandhawk to do all that crazy damage, but those are only in specific scenarios, like in possible raid bosses or in fighting, like, let's say, Badasasaurus when you're just hiding and not trying to get fucking health gated by that motherfucker because he's a absolute dickhead. You want to just go and hide and then just shoot a volley of Sandhawk pellets and then just hide. And then that's a great example because your B Shield stays up and you're able to pump out crazy damage with the Sandhawk. So there's always a good purpose for the B Shield, but overusing it leads to these misuses of guns on characters or misuses of weapons with the B Shield that don't really have they have diminishing returns, basically. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. Next slide. Yeah,
So
that's really
basically,
it.
fuck the B.
Yeah, fuck the B, fuck the grog. But yeah, so I appreciate you guys sitting through that presentation. I'm mad to drag that on a little bit, but I think the key point of this presentation was not only how to play an OP10, but also to learn how to experiment with your guns and understand your characters more in depth. Because over I would argue like the past year, I've just been playing on different characters and testing different pieces of gear and been finding really good setups to use instead of the more traditional like B, Grog, Sandhawk, Pimpernel. So like I think the key point is just for you guys to experiment and actually test out a lot of the guns in OP10 because there are so many hidden gems that you can use.
Yeah, I'm scared to show my inventory on Zero. I've literally got every one of those weapons you listed for the general use. And that's it. Those are the only weapons I've got.
Yeah, here's the thing though, that those are perfectly fine to have on Zero because they do have their cases.
Yeah.
They do have their importance. I'm not saying never use any of those items ever again. They have their importance, but for the majority of gameplay and mobbing sections, they have no purpose in being used. Right?
Yeah.
So is it fine if I can share my screen and you can show it to chat?
Yeah.
Because this is just gonna be like just a quick gameplay section showing off like a Zero. And then we can go through your Zero and examine some stuff through that.
Sounds good. Let me get this popped in.
Now show us your Zero skill star. I got you, Supersonic. I got you, my man.
The quality is going to be a little bit worse than it would be normally because we're streaming a stream. I'm streaming a 720p Discord stream, so bear with it for now.
Yeah. All right. So I have the Zero. I'm using Zero because Fishman is using Zero, right?
That's right.
And I'm gonna go through the. Ooh, I didn't. Oh, right.
Nice Herald, buddy.
No, there's actually a cool interaction if you use the Shadow of the Seraphs and an unkempt herald, an intense unkempt herald with the Vladoff grip. You can like literally unload the entire mag in like 2 seconds.
That is pretty awesome. Have you tried the chaotic neutral rogue class mod with that? No, that's the one you got. Chaotic evil rogue.
Yeah, I have the one that boosts
with fire rate. Yeah, it's always fun using the herald with that.
Yep. But yeah. So let me do yeah. I'm gonna do Firebone just for the element boosting. I have the actually hold on. Yeah, let me get my guns and then I'll explain the guns I'm using. We'll use the Maggie. We'll use the where is it? Sledges, and we'll use a meta weapon. We'll use the Lyuda as well.
All right.
We'll have one meta weapon because it's perfectly fine to use a meta weapon like the Lyuda or a Sandhawk, but you can't always just use all meta weapons because sometimes they just don't fit perfectly with your character. But for example, Zero, he works really well with the Lyuda. Right? So
Yeah.
just a quick breakdown. Maggie, Slagga for slagging. Sledge shotgun, this is going to be when I'm close range. I just want to pump damage into enemies. Lyuda, this is just going to be for far range when I'm hiding behind cover and I need to just get some poke damage. Antagonist, this just stay up. This is my tanky shield I like to use. And fun fact, you can get an even tankier version. It does have less deflected bullet damage, but it will be extremely more tanky. So if you want to go that route, I would highly recommend it. But I just got this one because it was from Gibbed. Chaotic Evil Rogue. This is just a good class mod on Zero. Bone of the Ancients Fire. Just to match with the Sledge Shotgun and the Lyuda. There's not really anything that boosts the Maggie too well in the Relic department, so that's why I'm keeping the Bone of the Ancients just for these two. Slag Transfusion. This is going to be my one of my main slagging and healing tools as well. Since Zero doesn't really have a lot of outside healing tools, I kind of have to use the Transfusion. Plus, it's there's not really a lot of good grenades to use on him, so I'd rather use it for some type of utility. And then if you just go through the spec, it's not the best spec in the world, but I got crit damage reload speed, gun damage, bore, obviously, kill confirms for crit damage. And then I just put 2 points into one out of gun because I just had some extra points. Precision, extra points, I think, as well. And then fast hands, reload speed, swap speed, fearless fire rate, gun rate when my shield does go down. Ambush for more damage. Death Mark, of course. Kunai, Two Fang, Innervate, Rising Shot. And then down the melee tree, just Killing Blow. You can pick up Iron Hand if you want. I just do Killing Blow because I combined it with Execute. So when the enemies are low, I can just finish them off instead of using ammo. But you can go Iron Hand for the extra health. And then Grim for shield, regen, and cooldown rate. Follow through for movement speed, gun damage, melee damage, and then Execute, as I mentioned previously. All right.
Looks good.
So, Fishman, you have any questions about that?
No, build looks about like what I usually have. The gear, though, the gear loadout is nothing like I'd have. You have the blue class mod on. You're not using like a legendary hunter or something. Is there a reason?
I do. I have a. So the blue class mod.
Yeah.
This is. I should have also mentioned this, but this is more. I wouldn't even say it's a OP's 10 specific thing. It is more just a general play. Usually, blue class mods have a very specific purpose when making builds.
Yeah.
And usually, having +6 in a skill is really, really good. And examples I can give are Salvador with Money Shot, with his Auspicious Raider and his Chaotic Evil Monk. Give him +6 on Money Shot. That is his main damage skill. Maya with Blurred Trickster with Chain Reaction allows her to just basically bore a lot, like somewhat bore enemies, like Bunker, if you phase lock someone and shoot him with like the Pimpernel, right? And like Axton with the Shock Trooper, you get +6 on Onslaught, which when you get a kill, you do so much more damage. So like, there's always really good uses for blue comms, especially even if the skills aren't good. Sometimes they have really good bonuses, like the Tina comms, because this one gives me more crit and fire rate, which is also really, really good. Plus, it gives me 2 Fang. But
Yeah,
I'm
it's
mostly
fast.
using it for the crit and fire rate. The legendary comms are obviously really good and have their own uses, but it's also good to cycle in blue comms because blue comms also have really good uses as well.
Yeah.
Purple comms are kind of the in-between, I would say, and they have their uses, but I mostly would either go blue or legendary.
Yeah, I usually use the legendary hunter when I'm mobbing for the most part, just for the cooldown rate and like reload speed. I use
No,
that
and,
one
and
for
that,
raid bossing, the one you've got right now.
and that's perfectly fine. I assume so. Even at 80, it's really only usable on loaders, but that's really all you need corrosive for. I mean, yeah, like pretty much like corrosive for loaders. Like you
I
can
think
do
they're
not
talking about
momentum.
the Hornet.
Oh, the Hornet.
Yeah,
The
they're talking
Hornet's
about the times 2
much.
versus the damage prefix Hornet.
You usually want to actually. I don't even do damage. I do mag or fire rate.
Stalker.
Because
Some
like
Unforgiven Master said Stalker.
for fire rate
Yeah.
and speed. Okay.
I don't know.
Like I do have the sucker. I think. I do not. But yeah, that
Well, I
that
would
is a
love.
good.
I can't wait to see how this build does because this is nothing like I've ever seen on Zero.
So yeah, if I just go here, throw a grenade. Yeah, he was not slagged, but he's dead.
No slag. That's crazy.
Slag him up. Okay, he's dead. Run over here. Shoot my deception. So see, he's targeted on here. I didn't even hit his crits, but I killed him there. Slag him up. Just use positioning. Deception to move out. Throw a slag grenade. Right up in his crit. Bink. One shot.
Nice. Big.
And then Lyuda, just poke him. Dead.
This is a way more balanced play style. Way more balanced build.
And then like right here, I can just see. Like I try to go for the risky play.
Scavengers are
He was-
tanky as fuck.
Yeah, he was a little bit more tanky, but than I expected. But you can just back up, recoup your shield, go back into deception, get your health. I'm just gonna use the sledges on him. One shots him. There you go.
That is so much damage.
And then Lyuda dead. Nice. And then
So what I'm
another
getting
fucking
from this
Jesus. Another
is I'm gonna have to farm me some
Okay, he's dead
elemental
again.
sledges.
sledges are really good on Zero for mobbing.
Yeah, I'm
And
liking
then
the look of that.
yeah, let me use the Maggie because I've barely been using it. Okay, he's dead.
Maggie looks decent, but it seems like
Yeah, no, like I said in the slides.
With the sledges and the Lyuda, it seems like you might not really need it.
Yeah, it's mostly like just like I said, you kind of have to build more around it.
Yeah.
Like I'm more right now. Like oh shit. See, I think
Star's just really good at the game, lol. Well, thank you, Jeremiah. I'm gonna get good at the game too. Don't worry. I'm gonna be just like Star4rkiller when I grow up.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Oh, you're fine.
Already
You got
done.
your
Oh no,
shield.
we're good.
Never mind.
Okay, but I should be fine because yeah, he's right here. See this barrel? I'm just gonna shoot it so I don't get hit by it. And see how my shield is fully up?
Yeah.
Boom, dead.
Damn, stream's fucking.
Slag, dead.
Stream's having some issues every now and again. Good.
Oh, you want me to just stop?
No, it's all right. You're good. Not
Are you-
my stream.
yeah,
Your stream. Just the quality would dip for a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're
But
fine.
yeah, you see,
can
I
go.
just fucking
You're fine.
I one shot that guy though.
Oh yeah, this is the sledges is putting in work.
I'm not even using. I'm using the Maggie now. Maggie, when you
Yeah.
go down, though, is a little.
I'm
bit
not a big
tragic,
fan of the
but
Maggie, honestly. I sleep on the Maggie.
that's perfectly fine.
I
But yeah,
said-
Sledges is doing great work. There you go. I just like to use the Sledges as an example because everyone shits on this gun being trash, but it's not at all.
Yeah, that
It is
was
extremely
me
good.
until today.
Yep. Oh, this badass. This is gonna be a perfect example. So yeah, he's slagged up. Hit him with kunai.
Then he runs away.
Okay,
Fuck
he's
yeah, dude. That two fang comes in handy on the sledges.
Yep,
really
and
well.
the two fang. The one thing with the sledges, you just gotta be ammo efficient
Yeah.
with it. So like you
Well,
just
I'm
gotta.
used to that on Zero. You gotta be ammo efficient with everything. You don't get much love as Zero.
There you go. And then
Yeah, I mean this looks great. It's all gonna be when I actually play the game. Then shit's
yeah,
gonna be bad.
That's when it actually gets difficult. I know that. Like seeing it, like it looks pretty straightforward. But in practice, it's a little bit more difficult. Like I'm not even gonna go for the guy with the death mark. I'm just gonna one shot him.
Perfect. Flawless.
And then
Now Star4rkiller is in between mobs right now. This is one of the mistakes he warned against. He's
Yeah, see,
clearly
exactly,
demonstrating.
That's why I went down. And
Demonstrating.
that's why I went down. Brother just got hit by the train.
Yeah, that guy got taken to oblivion.
But see, exactly. Even I told you, I make the same mistake. This is
Yeah,
a
you
very
said
common
it. You said
mistake.
that's the one you still make.
Yeah, it's just like sometimes you're just like in the groove and you're fucking motherfuckers
That's
up,
what
and
I
then
do,
you're like,
man.
oh,
I don't even think. I'm either upset because I'm dead or I'm having just, yeah, I'm killing him. Woo!
yeah. And then we'll just go a little bit here just to show off.
Just to show
I
off.
don't even. Yeah, no, just to show off a little bit more of the positioning aspect, just like for like another 2 minutes, and then we can
Yeah,
go
that's
into
good.
your POV.
Always had such a
I
soft
don't.
spot for assault rifles, but they're a bit gimped in this game, especially dull ones,
I
which
do
never
have a
seem to
Becca. I can
perform
show off
enough.
Becca. Becca's good. We can use. I haven't tried the striker. The striker's not that good from what I know, but I can test it out. See how it is. I'm probably gonna start. Oh no, Shredderfire. Shredderfire's goated on 0. Shredderfire's good. Becca's good, and then we'll change the pistol up. Actually, we'll use the fucking butcher. We'll use the butcher. This is
Jeez,
the
whole
one
new
for
build.
running into the section. So yeah, just slag him up. Okay, he's dead. I can't see him because of the slag.
Happens to the best
I
of us.
cannot- Dude, the slag cloud was fucking me up.
Yeah, still
But
OP10.
Shredderfire sweep. Shredderfire sweep, it's okay.
That thing is shockingly good.
I
I guess with
know.
all that fire rate bonus you've got from the class mod and the fucking +6 velocity.
Okay, Becca. Just back up. Becca is just all positioning. Yeah, he's dead. Or nearly dead, yep. Grenade. Whoa. Dead. Alright, we'll use the Shredderfire. No crits, but when you hit your crits, it does significantly more damage, of course. It's way better to use. Yeah, over here, see, this is where I always end up dying because I overextend. Like this barrel, I'm going to destroy it so I don't get hit by it. And then, oh, he just got murked by the Becca.
I've heard people
then-
say the Shredderfire is our worst Borderlands 2 legendary. That's coming from the Vladoff Corporation. Do you
If
think
this
the
is the worst,
Shredderfire is the
I don't
worst
know.
Vladoff?
There's no way, because, like, look how much... Like, dude, this shit wipes.
I'm trying
Except
to
when
think.
I'm,
I mean,
like, missing my
the
shot.
Infinity's probably better. Maybe not. The Infinity doesn't do much damage at OP10.
See, I'm playing terrible right now. There you go. Kill him.
This is as good as it gets for me. My live stream viewers are eating this up like a flame mignon. They've never seen such gameplay.
Dead.
Unless they watch you regularly.
And then, yeah, like, for mobbing, this is just... You just gotta make sure you're aware of your positioning, wear your shield. Like, you just micromanage
Even
your health
fucking
and shield.
obliterated the Crusher.
Yep. And I think we get the gist. I think
Yeah, definitely.
we're good. All right, so yeah, I'll save and quit, and then now
All right.
we gotta watch Fishman's
Fiasco.
POV. Can you stream on Discord so I can see so it's not delayed?
Yeah, should work.
Yeah. Hopefully that doesn't mess with the stream itself, but yeah.
Let me know, chat, if the stream gets obliterated when I do this.
Yes, do mention it.
Let me see here. Where's the fucking...
Also, apologies for not reading a lot of the chat messages. It's just a lot of things to...
This is high octane. This is a one-on-one tutoring session, all right? These guys can pay for their own St4rkiller tutoring session if they want to fucking talk to you. I tell you what. I paid $800 and I'm going to get my money's worth.
Star, tell Hellfire we need a new video. He's making one. It's almost done. It'll be out sometime soon, but you guys are in for a treat on that video.
So,
And then there will be another video after that. That is an absolute fucking banger. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm with him. The one after the next one. Not the next one. I'm sure the next one will be great, but the one after the next one. All right. Well, I got to go get to a fast travel. I'm going to go to my vault first and get like my inventory sorted out because I've got a bunch of just probably suboptimal equipment here. Go see what I've got anyway. Something, just look at the build, look at the gear for a while. See if I can come up with anything other than the exact same thing I've been doing.
Hey, man. No worries. Oh, yeah, the stream is tanking a little bit, so maybe just don't stream on Discord.
All right.
Yeah, just I'll just watch it delayed on stream.
Press the wrong button, my bad. You said so it's not working. Fuck you, dude. Just leave.
Man,
Start farming Cromracks on BL1. All right. Yeah, stream should go back to normal, everybody. I turned it off on Discord. Hello, Songs. Welcome to the stream. I could have sworn you were here already.
Maybe in the pre-chat. Mom offered me a job and I got accepted. W Cobalt.
Cobalt Tsunami, fucking loser. Yeah, I'm just joking. I love you, Tsunami. I don't like what you did to me, but I like it.
Tsunami's dope in Borderlands 1. I like it.
I do too. I just wish it was better. I wish it didn't have spiral bullets. I just wish it was a normal
Bro,
SMG
honestly,
with
I,
all the
I wish
elements.
it was better. I wish it was better in BL3.
I didn't even know it was in. Well, actually, I do know it's in BL3. I've never seen it though. Let's
Yeah,
go
like because you
Sanctuary.
get it, you don't see it because no one uses it because it's ass. So that's something for you to know.
Fucking forgot the ADS.
I was Kramer X farming would be way better. We love BL1 in the chat. Me and the homies love BL1.
Okay. So basically, this is what I'm rocking in my inventory. This is my usual setup, and I run not that. So, what would I have? Probably like a top near B shield. I got the B shield. I got the magic missile though. Right? That's one thing I'm
Yeah.
doing right.
Okay, you're doing that right.
Oh
But
my
probably on
god, dude. I feel like just a
instances-
fucking buffoon looking at this now after that presentation. I feel like a fucking
Yeah.
idiot. Okay.
Dude,
So
no,
something
like
for
and that's
slag.
the thing. No, but here's the thing. Like before you even like feel like that, feel like a buffoon. The community has been pushing this like narrative and using these same exact pieces of gear for so long that it's pretty much the norm. So you shouldn't feel like an idiot for doing something that pretty much like I would argue like 85% of the player base uses on a daily basis in OP10. You know,
Yeah,
like
that's true.
that is like a completely fair setup to have without knowing all the cool stuff you have and can use.
So I've
You
got
know?
my antagonist still, thank God.
Yeah, so like you can yeah, use the antagonist. I would recommend the antagonist, but any
Yeah.
other tanky shield works perfectly fine.
I've got that chaotic neutral rogue. Oh, this is a different one actually. This is for my Lyuda stacking. That's not the one you were using. This is for
Uh,
straight
you can
snipe,
use
pretty
any
much.
you can test any class mod you want. You can do
Yeah.
whatever build you
I'll
want.
probably just stick with the legendary hunter because that's what I'm used to using. It's just like
Yep.
a downgraded version of the one you were using, pretty much.
You know, and honestly, it's more upgraded because like go to your skill tree real fast. It's delayed, so I gotta wait for you to
Yeah,
go to your
you're
skill.
good. I got +5 into 2 of
See,
them.
you got Iron Hand as well. Like you can honestly, a way you can reallocate your points here is you can take points out of the ninja sword. I forgot the name of it already. The
Killing
killing blow.
Yeah.
Yeah, killing blow.
I've only got 1
You don't
point in
even
there.
need. Oh, if it's 1 point, yeah, just keep
Just
it.
because I got
Yeah,
+5 from the class mod, so I figured put the point in there to get the bonus.
no, yeah, keep that. Honestly, wait, how much health do you have right now? Can you just go
I've
to your?
got 1.8 million.
You could maybe do health stacking, but probably not recommended on 0. So
Yeah.
I would stick to the antagonist. But having that extra health is pretty helpful.
And well, basically, I just don't have like any other gear. I've got Sandhawks, I've got Lyudas, I've got
What about on
Lady
your
Fists.
dummy characters? On your dummy characters?
Yeah, actually that's true. I checked those guys, but it's probably just random shit, like not actually good gear that I farmed. Most of the gear I farmed is just still on my 0.
Yeah, maybe you do have something good.
Okay.
All we need is Dingus and the other guy.
Dingus.
You mean Bingus? Bingus? You need
Bungus? No one's
Bungus?
mentioned Bungus in a while. I can't believe it. It's almost like people forgot about Bungus.
He's just too goated with the Zumbo sauce. I don't know what the.
I'll never forget.
I'll never forget.
Got a Mongol, great. Got a Madhouse, shitty Herald. Why do I have a playthrough 1 unkempt Herald in here? Like I wasn't gonna get another Herald. Got the Dominator. Couple normal mode fucking Lyudas.
Maybe the Lyudas, but I don't know about that.
Blaster. Amigo Sincero I don't want. There's a motorcycle about to come by my window. I apologize for that. Got the Diamond Leverage. These are all just random unique weapons.
That were just cool, yeah.
Not even this cool, just because I've got to keep them for the playthrough. Wow, this is some cool shit. I've got every quest reward in the world right here.
Yeah, this is probably your best rewards character, if anything.
Nothing really useful here.
Yeah, check one of your other dummy characters. I know it's an unusual setup. Any thoughts on using a turtle shield and a survivor comm health regen to bypass health gate most of the time? So extreme health gating. The only instance I would ever recommend using extreme health gating while playing Borderlands 2 is fighting Veracitus because he's a fucking cunt. So that's the only time I would use extreme health gating. But in most common play, you would not need to use it because if you're able to keep your resources up, there would be no need for it. Ooh, do the gub. Use the gub.
This is a
Let's do
terrible
corrosive.
gub.
The gub should work. Get the
Okay.
what? Wait, what other guns did you?
Got
Was
an
that
Actualizer, Tattler, Devastator, Ahab,
Retro
Retro.
work? Actually, no. I wouldn't say. I don't know how good the retro is on Zero, so I wouldn't
The
recommend it.
Retros are. I hate that thing so much. I hate the
I think that gun's absolute trash, but I haven't used it in pretty
You
much
got an
ever.
Emperor, Invader,
Emperor's not good.
Rock
good.
Salt. Would that work kind of like
Rock Salt.
sledges?
You could do rock salt.
Sloth. I got the Sloth. Shotgun 1340. Anybody? Anybody remember Shotgun 1340?
So, what now?
Put. I mean, the rock salt wouldn't be something bad to test, but I don't know how good it is on OP10. I haven't tested it, but on level, like while you're doing your playthroughs, is a really good gun to use. A lot of like the 3-dog. If you have an on level 3-dog, it actually kind of it destroys. A 3-dog.
Not sure if I do or not. Not on this character. Why use 1340? I don't know. I was just asking. I didn't use
Yeah,
it.
that gun is pretty much just a random blue shotgun anyway, so
Yeah, the only good
yeah.
Hyperion shotguns are pretty much the Butcher and the Conference Call. All the normal ones just eat too much ammo, really.
like yeah, even like a thinking, like if you get like a perfect thinking, which is just a Hyperion shotgun with a Hyperion matching barrel, like if you get a perfect version of that, it so eats up so much ammo.
I've got an
Even the
Unforgiven.
interface. Ooh, actually, the Unforgiven is something that could be really funny to test on Zero.
Got an OP9
like, it does-
Mecha.
Dude, it actually does decent. OP9 Becca. Ooh, what about the... Yeah, keep on going down.
Hornet. There's my perfect OP10 Ogre. Would that work?
Probably not, but
Yeah.
that's something you can maybe try.
Lil Evie.
And you got
Oh, I've
that,
got a
and you got
kitten.
that legit too?
Not a
You got that
slag kitten,
legit
though.
too? Fucking W, man.
Yeah, I got it legit somehow. The first one that dropped.
Yeah, honestly, use the kitten. Use the kitten.
Okay.
Take the kitten. You have the rock salt. And then
Yep.
probably you can get one more good gun, one more good fire weapon. Or
Okay.
like have a meta fire weapon like the Lyuda or something.
Yeah,
And then that could be your setup.
times 7 or times 14 reflux better for Moe's. Yeah, I'm not. That's a
Uh,
question
reflux.
for Star4rkiller.
I think Reflux, but I think that's actually a better question for Stereo Lotus, but he's not in this chat, I assume. So
Stereo.
I did-
Lotus.
Stereo Lotus, he's usually a regular in like me, Sparade, and Chimera's chats. He
feel like
does
I've
like
seen his
Borderlands
name
3
before.
content. He probably hops in your streams once in a while, but like
Not the ogre, Jesus.
he does Borderlands 3 content. He's pretty cool though. He's pretty dope. He's not like the BL3 Bryans, as Hellfire likes to say. And like they're like, oh, BL3 is the best Borderlands game. If you hate BL3, you're just a hater. No, he's like, yeah, there's issues with Borderlands 3, but I like Borderlands
I think I'm
3
moron.
more than Borderlands 2, and it's as simple as that. So
Yeah, that's understandable. I don't have a problem with people who like Borderlands 3. I just haven't played it.
no, for me, I'm in the same boat. I just hate when if people are like, if you like Borderlands 2, you're just wrong. Because like I don't think
arguing about what you like better is a bit ridiculous.
Exactly. Like I hate BL3, but like if you like BL3, that is perfectly fine and okay to like, in my honest opinion.
Yeah, I would like BL1 more if it just had some more content. I mean, I don't. To me, graphics and gameplay, that's all second. Well, I guess not game. Graphics and mechanics are a bit secondary to just how the game feels, how the loot works mainly. I'm more interested in loot than anything else when it comes to Borderlands.
No, 100%.
I'll play like an aim trainer simulator as long as I can find cool loot in it.
Did you put the kitten?
Where's
in
this
the,
fucking kitten? I swear to God,
You did not pick it up. You did not pick it up.
I
You did
picked
not
it. I
pick
did it twice. I've done it twice. I went there and I thought I put it back in the vault. Then I went and switched it again, and it's still not in my fucking inventory. I'm gonna lose my shit.
Oh man.
I hate
BL3
the
is
Borderlands
brilliant.
2 vault. I really do. Excuse me. The entire Borderlands 2 UI, I think, is dog ass.
Yeah, no, the vault system is a little bit.
This is retarded. Okay, so
I
here's
do-
my kitten in the bank. Now it's in my inventory, right? Yes. Yes, it is.
So,
Get good, fish. Thank you, Frogman. That was already on the first slide, though. Star4rkiller beat you to it.
Yeah. Yeah, BL3 is purely a victim of current era of awful writing, 100%. And I think BL4 is going to fall victim to it as well, which is really, really unfortunate. As long as
There it is.
chat, yes or no? Type one in the chat.
I can do a poll. What do you want the poll?
Yeah. Oh yeah, do a poll.
Yeah. What's the question?
If Borderlands 3 had better pacing, the story being bad would not have mattered as much. Yes or no?
If BL3 had better pacing, would the bad story matter
Not
as
have
much?
mattered. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because I
Yes or
honestly
no?
think I might still be playing BL3 if the pacing of the story was not bad. Like if they had a true TVHM and they had a fucking normal Vault Hunter mode with a good paced story that's not like 17 hours long, like that would still be serviceable. It's something that people can go back to and be like, okay, at least like the pacing of the game is not terrible.
That's what I've always said. I don't care if the story and writing are bad. Well, I do a little bit, but I don't care as much as if they're in your way. Like, if the story's bad, just don't force me to listen to it then. That's all. That's like all I want.
Exactly, because I hate the story. There are some other components of the end game I also just do not like, but that's obviously just up to preference. So I feel like the majority of people might have been like, "Oh, I like the end game," but like the story and making a new character is absolutely terrible. So like, if they made it a properly paced story, that would have been fine. Me personally, it might have kept me playing, but at the same time, like there's so many things with like the loot system and like how the end game plays in general, like I just don't like compared to like Borderlands 2. And you can tell like the way I play Borderlands 2 end game, like it's very like thought out and meticulous. And Borderlands 3, it's really just shoot and then everything dies. Like there's not really any thought to it, if that makes sense.
Where's my fire Lyuda? Okay, so what do you... I've got a corrosive on here, though. Should I pop something else on, you think, from the
You
gub?
can do you have the what is it, the rock salt? Did you pick up the rock salt?
Oh, yeah, rock salt. My bad.
Yeah, switch the rock salt out with the
There we go. There's the loadout. We got the flaming kitten with a banded grip. That's not too bad, I guess. Got a slag, got a rock salt, bad rock salt, bad grip. Jacob's grip.
This is perfectly fine, yeah.
And then pretty good Lyuda. Got the antagonist, legendary hunter, firebone, magic missile. What do you think, Star4rkiller? What out of 10? How's that build?
I mean, hold on, I gotta wait for the. Can you show the build on stream? Because it didn't show up. Dude, I hate the delay so much.
Yeah, it's fine. I didn't even show the build. I just said build when I'm talking about the weapons.
Yeah, but no, the weapons are fine. Like as long as your build is good, that's the most part. The most important part. Yeah, I mean, pretty much like you have all
no
the
velocity though. This is still a Lyuda build, I think. Or no, it's not. What the fuck?
Yeah, even without velocity, it's fine. Even
I don't know
like
why I don't have velocity.
Velocity would be good in the setup, but I think you're still using the Lyuda, right?
Well, yeah, I am. So actually, maybe keep it off for now.
Yeah, just keep it off now, I'd say.
Fish, can you ask Star if Borderlands 3 makes his PC really loud, please?
Yes.
It does.
Yeah, it cooks my room actually. Like my room
my
gets really
God.
hot while playing BL3.
I couldn't hardly run it back when I tried to play it.
Yeah, I have a 3070 Ti, and it's still like I play at 1440p. I don't play it on max settings. I play it like on like adjusted settings, like some high, like optimized, like high settings, some low settings. Like I have a mix of it.
Is there
But
any
yeah,
way
my
to
room
fix it? I don't think so, Zyph. And I think that's just because the game has horrible performance.
Yes.
I
Yes,
think
there's
the
not
only way
really
to
any
fix it would be to hold Randy Pitchford hostage and then force him to make a change to the code.
I think the only way I know how to fix that is actually no way, because the thing I was about to explain is making your fans even louder. So
I have a 4070 and Intel
It's
i7
on a 47. Yeah, no.
13700. What is even that? That's insane.
What?
I don't even know what to say about that.
What
Zypher.
are you 1080? 1080, 1440? What resolution are you playing? Zyphon. Yeah, I just want to know this before we continue.
They're already shooting at me.
Digging around a little too much, nah. 4K.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe that's why. Yeah, 4K. No, that explains it.
Yeah, 4K is fuck. Man, I play at 1080.
Yeah, I play 1440 myself. So, but yeah, before you engage, let me tell you the game plan. Let me tell you the game plan.
All right.
Just enter your menu, because it's a little bit different from mine.
All right.
Because your healing, one of your main healing items is not your grenade; it's actually a gun that you have to use, right?
Yep.
So, I would say for the kitten, I would try and use it off of deception. Like when you get out of deception and you're either close to an enemy or you're far, I would just pump them with it and then switch off to a different weapon and do whatever you need to do.
Okay. Yeah, so
But
I'm thinking I'll do the rock salt strat, kind of like you were doing with the sledge's shotgun, try to kill big enemies like that. And then as soon as my deception runs out, swap to the kitten and look for cover pretty much.
got it. Yep, exactly.
All right. Now let's do it for real, everybody.
Yep, for real, baby.
Okay.
I capped.
I killed a mob, guy. Oh, fuck. Okay. Now,
Okay, huge one shot. Huge
I should
one
have
shot.
slided
Oh,
before I did that, though.
turn the corner. Okay. Deception. Beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Jolly Roger,
One
best
shot.
gun in the
Beautiful.
game. Okay, hold on.
Beautiful. Oh, you're popping.
Okay.
Dude, the reactions are still delayed though. That's a funny thing. Oh, no, you're getting cooked. You're getting cooked. Back up. Alright.
This is a bad idea. Come
Beautiful.
down here. Okay.
Beautiful. Yep. Nice.
So there's a lot of enemies over here. I'm just gonna.
Deception and just rotate out.
That's-
And see, while you're in deception, you got all your health regen.
Oh,
See,
no
get the kid and
slag.
kill. Nice.
Okay.
So death mark, it should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, this is already. I'm not dead, so.
Yeah. Dude, you're playing fucking fantastic right now. I like
Just
you actually
basically,
kind
I'm
of
in the same map, copying pretty much what I saw you do. So.
I mean,
Fuck.
we could test a different map. We can do
Well, this is what I
bloodshot.
need to do. I haven't been using any of my fucking grenades to get some slag going.
Yeah, just throw out some grenades because that's obviously you have the slag up, but you don't want to keep on swapping between your slagga and your kitten for utility.
Oh, I fucking whiffed those kunai. It's abominable.
Stop lying. Sorry, he's looking a lot better than what he usually does. Usually he's right in the middle, dying immediately.
Stop lying, Star. I fucking, as soon as you said that, I died. Fucking.
Dude, the timing is terrible.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I can't kill the scavenger.
It's okay if you die though.
Yeah.
It's fine if you die. You're not supposed to play OP10 perfect.
Well, I'd
And
rather
that's
have
another-
a sledge's shotgun. I think it'd probably do a bit more damage. Or maybe I'm just.
Even if you don't want to get a sledges, because it's a little bit of a hard farm to do sometimes on OP10, I would suggest farming for a Jolly Roger or a 3-dog. 3-dog you get from the Assassinate the Assassins mission. I forget which person drops it, but one of the assassins drops the 3-dog. That's a really good bandit shotgun. And the Jolly Roger is pretty much in the same boat as the 3-dog.
Okay. Does
Those are two
the assassins respawn right after you do the mission?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And the Jolly Roger is a mission reward. You get it from the Scarlet DLC. It's a really good bandit shotgun.
All right.
Very, very underrated. Alright, great kill. Oh, and he broke the barrel. Okay.
I'm 4rkiller, guys.
Oh, look at that!
Guys, I'm literally 4rkiller.
Dude, you're cooking right now. Oh shit.
Okay.
Dude, I did
fuck.
not know the rock salt did that much damage on OP10. Oh my god. And the kitten, see? The kitten, you just...
Yeah, it did decent damage there. I was surprised. Oh, I missed.
See, this is what I was talking about with Zero. He already does so much base damage that the beast shield is basically not required, unless it's bossing, of course.
Fucking, I just
Bossing is
nailed it. I'm
different.
losing my mind.
See, and the
I
killing
don't
blow.
think I'm getting out of here. Bitch.
Yeah. So one thing I would say from what I'm seeing is you gotta just this map you can easily get caught up in the corridors and like the small alleyway spaces.
Yeah.
So I would suggest like trying to lead enemies out more to the open space so you don't get cornered by the enemy or the terrain.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But you're already playing significantly better. Significantly better.
Well, just learning that like I can walk up and one-shot these guys with a shotgun. I mean, I never even thought of trying that as Zero. I just kind of rode off shotguns for the most part in OP10.
Shotguns
Zero.
are insanely
Anyway.
good on Zero.
Like the butcher
Even,
in the
like-
conference call, of course, but other than that, I never
Yeah.
really thought about it.
No, but even then, those are mostly long range versions of the shotgun.
Oh shit!
Like, you're not really using a shotgun to go point blank and blasting him in the face, and that's
Just
what's
not
so good
using
about
the B is better. That's true. Shit, I fell.
shotgun solution for everything. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that was a bit of a stretch hitting that guy.
Plot twist: this is still Stars gameplay. Not true. This is all Fishman right now,
How are you
and he's
alive?
playing, and he's playing fantastic.
Okay. Get my breath. I just gotta calm down. I gotta take it slow. I try to go too fast.
See, and you're getting the melee kills though. The killing blow is actually working in your favor, finishing them off.
Yeah, I don't mind the killing blow. That's especially when I'm using the shotgun. Thank you, Cobalt Tsunami. I appreciate the encouragement. Don't worry, guys. That 100% Zero playthrough is not gonna stand a chance. I'm
He's
finally
going
gonna
back to
beat it.
streaming it. He's not struggling no more.
I'm
He's not
going back to
struggling.
basics. I'm in boot camp right now, bro. I'm fucking. This is where it's at. Okay, that's not where it's at.
Is the quad good for doing this
And I
setup?
just canceled this shit. I imagine
here's
it
the
could
thing.
be.
Here, yeah, I'm a little bit hesitant to say yes because it is a non-element shotgun,
Can't walk through.
and
this.
with non-elemental, you kind of have to rely more on the slag. So if they are slagged and kunai'd, then I would probably say yes. But if they're just kunai'd, it probably won't work as good as like a elemental sledges or another elemental shotgun because they have that extra damage from the element. If
The
that makes
reload on
sense.
the Jolly Roger's beautiful.
Dude, I love the bandit shotguns, dude. Bandit shotguns are super underrated.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a bandit shotgun fucking supremacist now. I'm converted.
Dude, and you know, Cashew was talking shit on the sledge's shotgun, bro?
Yeah, I remember you got upset at him for doing that, but I defended Cashew because I'm like, yeah, fuck the sledges, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Now don't worry, we can gang up on him next time he starts talking
Yeah.
shit about the sledges.
Yeah, Cashew, what you gotta say about this, bud, huh?
Yeah, is Cashew in the chat? Where's he at? Dumb bitch. Making some shitty YouTube video probably. I'm calling you out, Cashew.
Dude, I better not see why the sledges is the worst shotgun from Cashew's channel. If I do, it's on site.
Come on.
It's
Ooh. The Lyuda's
Lyuda's-
good for those second wins.
And if you can pause whenever you.
Yeah, one sec. I'm in a bit of a shitty spot here.
Yeah, see, like in this area that you're in right now, like I would
Get the
just
fuck
back
out.
up. Yeah, because like right now enemies are surrounding you. It's too close, so you're gonna bump into rain.
Oh. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. Oh. I'm getting too excited.
Pink, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, just pause for a second.
My bad, I forgot you said that.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
What were you saying?
If you go to your skill tree, and you go to the sniper tree,
Yep.
right? There's the one skill. It's below the headshot skill.
One with the gun.
Hold on, I gotta wait. Yeah, one at a gun. You see the hip fire accuracy? when you go down, it makes the Lyuda 10,000 times better. 10,000 times better at getting second wins because you're way more accurate
That's a good point.
with the hip fire shot.
What could
So
I
that's
take
just for
points out
future
of?
reference if you want to know that.
I mean, I'll find
Especially if
something.
you're doing a sniper build. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're just a sniper build, that's a good fact to know. I learned that the other day. I'm not going to explain how I found it out because that will be in a video soon.
Ooh.
Just for you guys to know. But it is
Subscribe
a...
to *4rkiller.
Yeah. No, but it is actually a pretty good skill to spec
If
into.
you want to become as good at Borderlands 2 as I am, subscribe to *4rkiller. That's probably the worst sales pitch I could ever done for your channel.
Yeah. You just tanked my subscriber count. I'm
Yeah,
going
they're
below.
like, oh, really? He's gonna make me like that? Fucking Jesus.
Yeah.
Unsubscribe
Dude,
that
I'm
guy.
dude, I'm gonna go fucking below 600 subs, bro. I'm gonna.
Alright, well, I think I pretty much cleared the map. And I only died one time.
You did fucking great.
And this is Lynchwood. This is no easy map either.
I would say go to either Bloodshot or Southpaw.
Ooh, you fucking... Hold on, there's still mobs here. Can't go yet.
And I disappear, a ghost amidst the combat, preparing to strike. Slag.
Fuck you. Okay. That looks like that's actually cleared out now, so... Yeah, we'll go to the hardest map. We'll go to Bloodshot Stronghold. Or... Yeah, Bloodshot Stronghold, probably.
Bloodshot or a Southpaw. They both basically mimic what I wanna. Like basically mimic like the really enclosed space
Yeah.
with a lot of less like maneuverability.
I'm
So it
gonna go to-
actually tests your skills.
I'm gonna go
A
to
lot better.
Bloodshot, because that's the map that, like, I get a pit in my stomach when I hear it. Where's it at? The peak,
honestly,
ultimate mobbing pain. Fuck that. Need a whole different
The-
build.
the-
Need a full shock build. Or a corrosive build.
The thing is with the peak, is you still do need a little bit of meta setup.
My game
You still
just
do need a
crashed when I
little-
went into the vendor.
literally Borderlands 3 moment. Actually, a Borderlands 3
Oh
moment.
my god, dude. That's insane. Ran out of memory. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, stream. Everything's a little bit black right now. Game's opening back up. Damn Void. Don't worry. The Void can't hurt you. We're gonna clear out a few more maps, then do raid bosses? I don't know about that, Ed. I don't think we'll be doing any raid
No,
bosses on this stream.
Yeah, here's the thing about raid bosses. Like that's like a whole separate stream.
Yeah, that is.
Analyzing Zero's mechanics to defeat a raid boss. That's like a whole different stream.
Every raid boss
Right.
is a whole different scenario
Honestly,
entirely.
Honestly, for the Fishman, if you want, whenever you need to do Vora for the 100% playthrough for Zero, I can help game plan that.
I will definitely call upon you if I can't do it, but I want to try.
Obviously, I can help people to get to something I cannot attain.
OP10 Vora.
OP10 Vora, something I'll never get solo unless I do
Oh,
some
I believe
fucking.
in you. You can definitely do it solo. I'm gonna do it solo. Believe it or not, I'm gonna do it, and I know you can too.
Yeah, but who said peak? Redactado. Yeah, Redactado. So for peak, you kind of do need a little bit more of a meta setup. Not because the enemies are harder, but it's just like the mini bosses as well. Like they're a little bit harder to deal with all the mob pollution. So, oh, beautiful.
Your eyes
See, like here, you're in this little house. Like that's great cover. That is great cover to use. Just like run in there.
Oops! Oh, my own grenade. Oh, you son
beautiful.
of a bitch.
Oh yeah, your grenade just cooked you.
Where's that?
I am how hilarious. You just set off my trap card. Your death approaches.
Nice.
You don't want
Do you have any other fire weapons you wanna use that are not like the best options by chance?
I might. But honestly, I'm like in the flow of this right now. I'm just gonna stick with this for a little while.
Hey, sounds good, man.
I'm having more fun in Borderlands 2 than I've had in a while. I shit you not.
Like you're dialing in right now, bro. Like you're fucking.
Grenade out.
Nice. Oh, and then it staggered him. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Bro. Oh yeah.
I'm shocked Fish got a second win, not gonna lie.
Well,
Dude,
fuck you, okay? I've always been good at second wins. Say what you want about how bad I am at Borderlands. I die more than anybody. Alright? I get second wins with the best of them.
Sure is nice to kill things with a single clip.
Fuck this,
and
whatever.
low-key, I'm maxed. I know, right? It's super nice. Like, you just have to realize your character's strengths. And probably after this, I can show off, like, a different character.
I never gave Zero enough credit. I didn't think he could do this type of damage unassisted, to be honest. No, the shield. What the fuck's the point of staggering him if you're just gonna use the shield anyway? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but those guys just go behind them. You can still easily hit their crit spot. Yo, who give the
Rogu Enjoyer with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Ed Sandwich, Redactado, of course, Rodzilla, Cowboy Turtle, and Michael Colano. Enjoy those memberships, and thank you again, Rogu.
W Rogu in chat. W Rogu in chat.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. I think I downed myself there again, to be honest.
Yeah, that's another thing. Sometimes the positioning. That's another component about positioning.
Yeah, I'm not
like
used
if
to
you
being
know you're gonna
close
go
to cover.
down. Yeah, if you know if you're about to go like down, like you're like 1 HP, instead of running all the way to the other side to get to cover, might as well go down, get the kill, and then run out of that position. That's also something you should think of.
Yep.
Because like if you run all the way and then you get hit with like a fire dot or something and you're down, you're not gonna get a second win. Oh, beautiful! This is actually you're making me cry, Fishman.
Your teaching is what did it, man. I could have done this alone. Fuck. Now I'm gonna die.
Rogu breaking the bank today. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Negative 50 in the account. Who dis? Come on. Kill him.
Yeah.
Damn it. Missed.
Yeah. So for the ironclad, you gotta make sure you hit their crit because that's the only thing that makes extra fire damage.
I'm missing. Big time.
Use the kitten. Use the kitten if you can.
Good point. Come on, damn. This guy got one good shot in on this guy. Why did I get hit? Or not one good shot. Damn it.
You just
Badass
ended up
Psycho
not using
ruined
the
my
kitten at all.
fucking mojo.
You just did not use the kitten at all.
No, I didn't.
No, you pulled it out, but then you just didn't shoot him. You just had it in your hand. I was expecting you to gun down the alternate with the kitten.
Well, now I'm doing it with the ironclad.
See, that one's a little bit harder because of the projectile pattern.
Yeah.
Because it's a
This guy
smiley
just
face.
dotted me.
Nice. Beautiful.
Oh, where's
you're
my
doing good.
damage? I don't know why I'm blaming the gun. I'm just not hitting my shots.
Grog muscular memory.
It's true, actually. I keep pressing 1 because that's where my Grog always is. But I swapped to this dumb thing. I'm like, that's not a Grog.
That's not a Grog.
That's not even the right gun. Oh my god, I'm lost it. Okay, hold on. We're back. We're so back.
Then if you saw how bad he was, you would have gone to Mars.
How is it? How have I not done it? Okay, I'll take it.
Bro's Grogified. Yeah, but see, you're not even using the majority. I'm pretty sure all your gear is not, except the Lyuda, actually. Yeah, the Lyuda is the only. No, I'm lying again. You
Damn
have
it.
the Hunter Com, and you have the fucking Lyuda. But for your guns, you're only using the Lyuda as your legendary. And you're barely using it even. You're just using the rock salt,
Those
the
badass
kitten,
lunatics are hard to deal with because they hit me when I get close.
and the slag. What am I saying? I'm actually cooked. Never mind. I take back my statement. You're using two I'm gonna just stop talking. I'm actually cooked.
Ooh, bitch! How's that one, bitch?
Oh, you hit him. Hold on. Oh, badass got cooked.
I'm not gonna use this kitten at all. Never use the kitten.
See, and sometimes you just gotta learn how to use the weapon. That's the thing. It's not even like the weapon's bad. It's just you gotta use it. Like the sledges. Like for me to get super good with the sledges, I need to understand. I can't speak today. I needed to understand how it worked, what characters are good on it, what characters are not good on it, and then go from there. Like Maya is actually surprisingly good with the sledge's shotgun. Surprisingly good.
If
with
you
the
told me
sledges.
Zero was good with a sledge shotgun, I'd have called you batshit crazy not very long ago. So I won't put it past anybody at this point.
Yeah, if you look at my Gear of Fortune video, which you don't have to, but I'm just saying that's where you can
Check
see
it
the
out. It's a great video.
Thank you, I appreciate it. But with some of the dead sections, I do have gameplay of me using bandit-only weapons on Maya. So I'm using a purple bandit SMG. I'm using a sledge shotgun. I'm using Bada Boom, and I'm using Slag Up for slagging. And I'm just destroying everything in my sight with the sledges and the Roku gun, which is the purple SMG I was using. And I was putting in that work. So, like, you just gotta test your gear, guys. That's all you have to do. Like, I didn't even know the rock salt was good on OP10. And now you have Fishman here showing me that the rock salt is fucking still a great alternative as a shotgun to use. Was you in a Hellfire video, or I'm tripping? Hellfire was in one of my videos for the Gear of Fortune. I was also in his top 5 worst players part 2 video.
Did he actually make that?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
When did he make that?
He made that like earlier in the summer.
Was I in it?
I don't think so. No.
Well, I guess I'm not that bad after all.
Yeah. No.
4rkiller thinks I'm better than, or Hellfire thinks I'm better than 4rkiller.
No.
That's proof, right? I mean.
No, like I was like.
What? Wait, you what?
No, I was like physically in like the game lobbies representing the top 5. He didn't put my name on. Okay. That would actually be so much BM. That would be so much BM.
I would be shitting my pants. I couldn't believe it.
That would have been so fucking funny, dude. Oh my god.
That melee is no joke. That takes like half their health bar down if they're slag. Yeah.
Dude, have you been recording by chance, or?
No.
Fuck.
But the stream will be recorded anyway. Why?
Because I was thinking maybe you should make a video on just how, like, on the slides. Like, make a video out of it.
I could definitely make a video out of this stream. I might.
Because, like, I think there's actually a lot of useful info.
No, there's a ton of useful information for sure. You did a great job explaining it.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But yeah, I think that would be something good to post, because like going through like the 40-minute presentation might be, or like going through the whole stream.
I don't know why. I just went back. I reverted to my old habits instantly. I fucking dropped my deception and ran in there.
Okay, no. To be fair though, this place is really, really hard to traverse. I always end up going down multiple times, even dying on this part, because the positioning is super key. Like you gotta like pretty much be perfect here, positioning wise, and use the proper tools. Like right now, you're using the Lyuda, perfect placement. Like even though it's a meta gun, this is a perfect place to use it. No B shields, or even if you're getting shot while shooting at them, you're perfectly fine, and you're in a safe space. So like, that's a great use of not over relying on the B shield to make the Lyuda good. As an example.
Well, my aim was good. All right, look at that. Cleared it out. Now just the big boy.
Yeah, you got the little mini boss coming up. Yeah, you're doing fucking great, man. You're doing fantastic.
No slag. Oh, God, help me. Got stuck on a
You
pipe.
meleeed him. No. See, yeah, there's an example
I don't
that
know if this is gonna work
like
or not.
you messed up your deception, so you didn't end up getting the damage bonus on the shotgun.
Oh, I was so close. Yeah, I definitely messed it up there. I should have slagged him before I went in. I just used my deception too early.
See, a simple mistake, that happens,
Yeah, I just gotta be conscious of my gameplay. I gotta acknowledge my mistakes and then correct them instead of just bitching. Instead of just be like, oh, I'm dead again. I hate Borderlands 2.
No, I do that too, bro. I do that too. Don't worry.
I just start molding and seething.
No, like sometimes, like you have one of those days. You're just playing OP10, and you're getting your ass fucking kicked, and you're like, man, this game fucking sucks. And then you play the next day, and you're kicking ass, and you're like, hey, it's not that bad. It's literally just like
okay.
Yeah, it's just I think people need to realize that OP10 is supposed to be the hardest difficulty in the game, and not everyone should be able to play it.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, like a 6-year-old shouldn't be able to buy this game and get to OP10 and be fucking balling.
Exactly.
Someone who's never played a video game before.
Yeah, it's like if this is their first Borderlands game and they immediately can't get like adjusted to OP10, that is perfectly fine. That is how it's intended to be. So you go and learn how to play the game. It's the same with I'll use Doom Eternal. I love using this game as an example. When you play Doom Eternal, you don't go playing the regular game straight to the hardest difficulty. You don't go straight into the Ultra Nightmare One Life playthrough off rip. You play in regular difficulty, hell, even maybe in Nightmare. You die a bunch of times, you learn how to play the game, you understand the mechanics. Then, when you apply yourself to the hardest difficulty in the game, even the One Life difficulty, then it is smooth sailing and super engaging because you actually know how to play. But not everyone can reach that point. They have to go and learn and actually learn. So, I mean, that's also just majority for, fuck, I can't speak. That is basically the main thing for the majority of the games. So I don't know why Borderlands is different in that aspect. Yeah, sorry if I keep yapping.
No, someone needs to yap. I'm locked in. I can't yap hard enough.
Yeah. One Life Krieg, one fish. Now you know who needs to finish his One Life Krieg? Hellfire needs to finish his One Life Krieg.
Hellfire, finish a One Life.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You really think he's gonna do that?
I mean, he's been doing well on the One Life Krieg, but like he
honestly, I haven't watched too much of it, but
yeah,
from what I've seen in Borderlands 1, he wasn't showing a very impressive set of skills. Let's just say.
Oh no, yeah, he died very.
But BL1 is different. Some people are cracked at BL2, but then they just suck at BL1 because basically BL1 doesn't matter how good you are at the game. You just got to know things about the game.
Yep,
like, you got to know what element. You got to know to be over leveled for Moe and Marley, or you're gonna fucking die. You got.
Yeah. Literally, like after all the failed attempts me, Chimera Sparrate, and Hellfire had in the One Life, I was like, damn, I'm really ass. I just gotta play Brick because I was playing Brick for the playthrough. I've never played Brick, but I was just playing him, and I did my own fresh character, and I like my knowledge of how to play in certain scenarios exponentially grew. Just because of the things that Chimera has told me, Hellfire, Sparrate, all that stuff, and just us playing together. Like, I knew where I needed to be, where to get proper guns, what missions we need to do for future One Life runs. Like, it's just I gotta play Borderlands 1 more. It's just a skill issue.
Yeah.
My end.
Stop laughing, Fish. He's better than you. Still not gonna lie. I know that. Unforgiven Master. I'm being sarcastic. Hellfire is definitely a better Borderlands 2 player than I am. I think he definitely can do it. I'm making a joke because he's bad at Borderlands 1 Lives.
That's true. He did his Brick One Life. Like he was still using the glitch too. The movement speed glitch on Brick, which is pretty funny. He was using that.
God, I love this thing.
King Star of Yapland. Yaplandia.
Yeah, Yaplandia, dude.
That is crazy, but we appreciate you, man. I appreciate it. I love the OG Dooms. OG Dooms are golden. I've barely played them myself, but from the little I have, they are pretty fun. Has anyone beat One Life Krieg other than Dark Smoke? That's a great question. I don't believe so.
There's probably some guy out there who doesn't even go on YouTube and he's just beating every every One Life. Doesn't even realize what the hype is about.
He's watching on YouTube. He goes through the comments of fucking Dark Smoke One Life. He's like, I thought this is how you were supposed to play.
Who doesn't do a One Life? Come on. Oh my goodness, these ironclad lunatics are probably the worst that I have to deal with right now.
Usually when I'm in this section, I try to use my deception. Either I use my deception to force them to like throw their axes at them so they stand still so I can get a good shot.
Oh yeah.
Or like if I'm playing any other characters, I just keep a corrosive weapon, like a hornet on me, just for them.
Overextended. Bad idea. I'm in between mobs. I'm breaking the rules of St4rkiller.
The rules of OP10. See, but you were running to hide, but you were also running towards an enemy. So at least you had a second win, and now you're going back to cover. Beautiful. This is great. This is actually great.
Slide this guy. That's all I need. Do it. Swing the shield. Not like that. Fuck.
How would you use the Wanderlust to make it work? Asking for a little gas mask. There is a way. Shout out to Mr. TX01.
Well,
he has a video talking about how good pearls are on Krieg, and he showcases how the Wanderlust can be used to its full potential with the proper setups. I don't know what setups little gas mask is using in specific, but Krieg is a really good option with the Wanderlust. I don't know if he's doing that or not.
Okay.
That's the video I was referring to earlier. Oh, the Mr. TX one? Yeah. He made a really good video on that for Krieg. And honestly, I might show it off on stream after Fishman finishes it up here. So I can just show a quick demo of it.
Yeah.
Just show even more wacky guns.
I don't know why I used my clone there. I missed every one of them? Fuck you, buddy.
That happens, bro. That happens. Oh, beautiful. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Where's the crit? I'm hitting his head. I know I am.
No, it's just sometimes. You know, my one downfall when it comes to these sometimes is like the fire dots and like the numbers. They just block their like hitbox. So I don't know if I'm hitting them in the head or not.
Yeah, the
or
like clouds and everything. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Not as bad as BL3 in any way, shape, or form, but it can sometimes be a little bit bad.
Guys, we're about to meet Roland.
Bro, every small BL creator knows each other, and I watch all like what? Yeah, we try to keep good relations with each other. You know?
There's actually one guy I somehow had never heard of that I found yesterday. He does like Borderlands 1 build videos. I forgot his name. He's got like 6,000 subscribers.
Ooh.
And I forgot his name. I think it starts with an S. He's got a video camera, like a face cam. I don't know. Someone might know him.
I know of one guy who does playthroughs with the face cam. T-Stag. You know who T-Stag is?
That might be who I'm talking about. Actually, that might be the guy. All I saw were build videos though.
Yeah, he doesn't do build videos. He does modded playthroughs or regular playthroughs of Borderlands 2, Borderlands 1, the older Borderlands titles. And like he has like his like rock music and shit edited out. Like they're pretty entertaining playthrough videos. Like he puts a little twist on them for sure.
Bozo. I love this abusing the nomad shield swing, just stepping out of it.
Dude, it's like you're fucking weaving out of that shit, bro.
Oh, you reset the playthrough just for this stream. How kind. Oh yeah, that's right, Redactado, just so we could see Roland. All right, well, I don't think I need to run through this map. I think you guys get the gist. This build is definitely more fun, and it's not like it's more efficient. It's just it's more fun and it's easier, and it's not like I'm dying 100 times. You know, like I
It's
could probably do the same damage with a B shield and Sandhawk, but I would die 30 times.
yeah, no. The thing is with this build is might not do the most damage, right?
I just
Compared
picked
to
that up. I
using
didn't even know that was a
Santa.
thing. I just discovered a new badass challenge I'm gonna have to do over here. Fuck.
Oh,
Cool.
that's funny. I didn't even know that was a thing.
There's his car keys in the trunk.
Yeah, but like I was saying, it might not do as much damage as like using a B shield and specific guns, but if you're living longer and putting more damage output, you're gonna be doing more overall than having the B shield because you're gonna be going down more often. You possibly might be dying
It's
more
more
often.
consistent. That's the word I'm looking for. It's way
Exactly.
more consistent.
Way more consistent, and it makes it like sure there it's not as like fast, but like it's like at least I can get through this without needing to worry too much. At first it might be like that because you're understanding the different elements of how to approach enemies in OP10. But once you get the hang of it, like the gist, then it's like pretty much smooth sailing.
Yeah, definitely. I'm liking it. I appreciate the tips, the guide, the slideshow, everything.
And I hope it helps you guys out too in chat. Because like
These guys
think
are
this-
already all professionals. Come on now.
oh, that's true. I
Anybody who
apologize.
types in YouTube chat is a Borderlands connoisseur or Borderlands pro.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, if you want, I can.
Yeah, if you want to show off anything else, feel free to
I
still pull the
want-
stream
yeah.
up.
I do have two things I want to show out. I'll show off the Bandit Maya that I have with the sledges, and I'll show off the Krieg first. But I have a Krieg that I want to show off that uses the Wanderlust, and then I use a what is it? The Maya with the bandit guns and stuff.
Yeah.
So let me just get him stuff ready. Ooh, yeah, I said with the Wanderlust. I could use the Logan's gun too. Logan's gun is really good. Chad, do you want me to use the Logan's gun? Actually, no. They want the Wanderlust. They
Yeah,
want me
you
to
can
use
make a Wanderlust do damage. I think we'd all love to see that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what am I saying? I'm a little cooked. Alright, yeah, let me go. I'm gonna go to Magny's Lighthouse because there's a... That place is super crowded, and the enemies are really tough, so...
That's true.
I think
They're
that
all
would be a
tanky
good
as fuck.
place to start. Yeah, so... I'll share my screen. Get that ready for you.
All right.
Wanderlust is is usable on Krieg. Yep, Orion knows. Krieg connoisseur. So do I? Oh, yeah, I gotta go respect because I was doing an explosive build. But let me go respect.
All right, and now we are in Star Killer point of view once again, everybody. Don't mind the downgrade in quality. It may look worse, but the gameplay will be better. So really, it balances out.
Yeah. So we're going here, 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 here.
And real
There we
quick,
go.
I've got to go use the restroom while you get this build ready.
All right, sounds good. Did I? Yeah, because I still use the Rough Rider. Yeah, so this will actually go through here. So bing, 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 bing. Bong. Nerves. Illusional damage. Elemental elation. We actually put points into Pana's power because the majority of the guns we're using, we're not aiming for crits, so it might as well be better to just go for the body shots rather than focusing on crits. So I'm gonna go Pana's power, elemental empathy, raving retribution, restroom build confirmed. Yeah, this is the restroom build. That's what we're gonna call it. I'll argue that Krieg is a prettier siren than Brick. I might have to disagree a little bit, but bygones be bygones. Point there, max this out. And then usually I like to put an extra point in Thrill of the Kill. Right? Did I mess up something here? Oh no, actually hold on, there's one thing I wanna spec into actually to show you guys. So let me respec one more time, I apologize. I want to spec into, so 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1. So the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Max, 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 max. 1 point into Hellfire Halitosis. This skill, weirdly, I've been able to get some kills with it. So we're just gonna be testing that out to show that off.
I'm back.
Oh, okay, perfect. And then we'll use the torch, and then we'll do Firebomb. And then let me go to the Magni's
House of Magni.
Actually,
So
let
when
me
you
see
fast
the
travel,
build
do you click on the name or do you click on the location on the map?
depends. Like Sanctuary, I know where Sanctuary is on the map,
Yeah.
so I just click it on the map.
I just
But
learned you could do that like a month ago, not even.
Yeah, for me, like 6 or 7 months ago. Like I learned that recently as well. Like it's just really all dependent, you
Yeah.
know. Anyway, I want to double check whatever I did on my Krieg stream, because I ran this setup on my own stream. Star, you should teach Fishman about Krieg. I think that's like a different stream, different day type thing. I don't know if I can really teach him about.
Yeah.
If anything,
We'll do
I
that
think
when we do the co-op Krieg One Life.
dude, I think Mr. TX might be more suited for that though. If I'm being completely honest, that seems like a Mr. TX job
No,
than
Mr.
a
TX
than a
wouldn't.
St4rkiller.
Mr. TX wouldn't do that. He wouldn't. He wouldn't try to communicate with a simpleton of my level.
He might lose brain cell. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
He could stand to lose a few.
Yeah, hold on, I'm just checking something. What spec did I use? Whatever. We're using the spec. Alright. So, Wanderlust. Actually, we'll not even use the torch. We'll use the Reaper. So, Wanderlust, this is going to be the main thing we're going to be using. Damage. This gun procs Bloodbath, which is really good. And it cycles your damage output. And if you guys don't know, Bloodbath is what gives Krieg all of his damage. He gets 5% weapon damage per stack. So, at max stacks, he gets 500 plus weapon damage. So once you get Bloodbath procced and you use the Wanderlust, like it just cycles on forever, right? And then Saga for slagging, you don't really need healing weapons on Krieg. Butcher just for damage. Volcano because it's good on Krieg. I just like using it. Rough Rider, this is the main shield you want to use on Krieg for the damage reduction, and to get bonuses for Embrace the Pain. And Reaper to boost up Bloodbath and kill skill duration. Blood of the Ancients for the dot. And then, well, I picked the wrong one, but I'm going to be using the Breath of Terramorphous because it just sets everyone on fire and it actually gives me decent healing. So I like using it. And then here's the spec, pretty traditional. The only outlier is I'm speccing into Hellfire Halitosis because this skill, it's ass, but I somehow make it work. So
He makes it work, people.
I think
exclusive.
I think just having shitty skills like that are just kind of fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Like, I always try to go for the melee overrides in the games to see if I can make them work. Alrighty. So I'm going to just chuck some grenades, get my stacks up. Right? Get my damage up. So, yeah, he's dead. I'm going to just be shooting my Wanderlust out. So we're going to look at this pirate.
God, it's doing damage.
Yep. We're doing some damage. Once we get a blood... Okay, we should have a Bloodlust or Blood Explosion. Or not Blood Explosion, Bloodbath. Okay, he's dead.
Big damn. Big
Yeah, he's
damn.
dead. I can get a second wind off this, hold on. Wanderlust second wind. Nice. And then I get more Bloodbath.
This is
Dead.
awesome looking. As someone who's never played Krieg.
Yep. Again, shout out Mr. TX01. He's the one who really experimented with this setup. This is not of my doing. This is all Mr. TX01.
Subscribe to Mr. TX01.
He has a whole video showing this, and he does a way better job at it. And then, yeah, Volcano dead. Oh, these guys, yeah, these guys are super annoying. So I'm gonna use the Butcher on him. Butcher sweep.
That fire Butcher is just lovely.
Butcher is so goated. And then the good thing about the Wanderlust is you can just hide around corners. And then, like, it just tracks them for you. So, like, if you're low on Krieg, you can just do that, and you'll still get healing. Where did the enemies go? Oh, okay.
So there's like a debate, right, between who's more broken, Salvador and Krieg. Where do you stand?
Salvador.
Yeah, me too.
This is easy. Because Krieg, he's not broken. He works he functionally works well.
He's
like
balanced
he does
and fun.
crazy. Yeah, he does crazy damage. He has so many crazy opportunities, all this stuff. But I think I might be dead here as we're talking about it.
That's cool.
But
That's the best of us.
yeah, I'm just gonna bleed out here because I was debating. But Krieg works functionally, but he obviously has his flaws. Salvador, he's literally a glitch.
He's flawless.
He does not work as intended, right? Does not work as intended, and he one shots everything pretty much. Like you can one shot Terra OP10.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know that.
There's a setup you can use. You just shoot the Sandhawk and then switch to a Lady Fist and a Grog. So what the Grog does, it gives you 3 times crit.
Yeah.
Lady Fist 800% crit. So 12,000 or 24,000 crit.
Oh, it multiplies.
And then yeah,
good old Sally.
yeah, and then that Sandhawk shot does a lot of damage. Yeah, so I'm kind of low on the HP right now because I forgot to go buy health like an idiot. So I might die again, actually.
See, guys, I'm not even that bad at Borderlands. Even St4rkiller can die.
Yeah, what am I doing here? I keep on fucking...
You're catching my disease. You spent too much time near me.
Dude, we swapped.
That reminded me of some of my gameplay, not gonna lie. Run in, do literally nothing, be confused. that's me half the time.
This is why people think I'm actually trash, because when I'm on stream and I'm not dialed into my gameplay, I actually play like a bot.
Me too.
I play so much like a bot that like I end up just like fucking doing the dumbest mistakes, and then people are like, "Oh, St4rkiller, you're so trash, man. You're so trash."
It's easy to call people trash when you're watching them play. I mean, I'd do it too.
Yeah, but yeah, we already saw the Wanderlust. It does its work, so we're gonna do Logan's Gun instead, and we're gonna sub in. Ooh, we can sub in. Bone Shredder's actually pretty good. We'll sub in the Bone Shredder, and we'll go to Southpaw. Real quick. Actually, no, because I don't have that mission completed. We'll just do Lynchwood, because Lynchwood's just easy. Easy map to mob and test things.
True. Familiar. It's like home.
Yeah, and for this case, since we're not using the Wanderlust, we don't need the Reaper to carry it, so we can just use the Torch, which will actually give us more healing since we do more fire damage dot. So, yeah, just chuck some grenades. I'm gonna slag him up. Slag him up. He's dead. Beautiful.
Oh,
and that's with the breath. That's just with the grenade. I didn't even fucking shoot
the
yet.
slag is shooting so fast. That is, I've never seen that.
Okay, Logan's gun. He's dead. Nice.
Yeah, I definitely gotta play Krieg. Get a little use out of all these guns I never use.
Yep. The fire rate's actually so crazy. And then, like, when you're low health, you just gotta do damage. See, this is literally the anti like fucking play well.
Yeah, you
like
don't need to.
obviously you need to understand your positioning sometimes. Like, don't be in the middle of enemies, but at the same time, like, if you chain things correctly, like you're hauling ass. Like here, like he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
he might even be. This setup might even be more brain dead than. No, actually, never mind. I take that back. Salvador's still more brain dead.
No, yeah, Salvador is absolutely brain dead.
When you can hold the Grog in one of your hands the entire time, there's just no challenge at any time of the day.
Oh,
ooh, he got you good. He did the old shotgun one shot.
Dude, he hit me with the little One Piece. Hold on.
He hit you with that Jolly Roger.
He really hit me with the Jolly Roger. But Logan's gun sweep. Logan's gun sweep. Logan's gun is actually so cracked. I love it. Alright, he's dead. Boom. 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 Do, boo, do. See, like here, I'm just gonna. Ooh, I'm gonna back up and just shoot this barrel so I don't just get eviscerated. Why is this raid boss
The
at
barrel
What
is
the fuck?
fucking eating rounds.
Dude, what the
I've never
dude, the
seen a
enemies-
barrel tank like that.
Dude, what the fuck?
OP10 barrel, the invincible.
Yeah, so he's dead. Remember, this is Bone Crusher, fucking Logan's gun, no meta guns.
This is
I'm
straight
using no
off meta.
guns.
This man isn't even dying. This man's making it look easy. Fuck a meta.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, dude.
There is no meta. It's all in the skills.
Right, yeah,
I
back to
see
the
now.
volcano,
I see
and now dead.
I see everything.
This is what I've been saying, and people are like, no, it's only 10 viable guns.
I'll be honest.
No,
I've,
it's not.
I've heard you and Hellfire say that, and I'd be like, yes, it is actually. It is only 10 good guns. I would disagree, but now I'm a changed man.
Your eyes are now open, though.
They are open.
Your
yeah.
eyes are now.
I've been ignorant. I've been a moron. I've been a scallywag. Vladoff, you drink an uncomfortable amount of vodka, man. I mean, I want you to stay in my live stream chat for many years to come. Maybe slow down on the vodka.
See, I played stupid here, so that's why I'm down. But if Logan's gun can just sweep him for me, yep. Logan's gun, one of the best guns. Alpha would agree.
Alpha would
Like,
agree. Alpha BO1.
Yeah, the GOAT, Alpha BO1.
Out there. I don't know if he's in the chat or not, but he's in my streams quite a bit.
Yeah, no. Yeah, volcano sweep. Oh, here's this enemy. I'm just gonna fucking Hellfire Halitosis.
I mean,
It's not good for damage, but it actually gives you crazy healing. I don't know why.
that was weird.
Like-
It did like straight dot damage pretty much.
Oh, whoops! I thought that was my Sligo. Whoops. And dead. Yep. Okay. Cool.
10 viable guns might be accurate as far as standing alone without any support. Yeah, but why would you even talk about that? Like, when are you ever going to be using a gun without a build? I don't think that's
Yeah.
a conversation anyone needs to have. I think it only
Exactly.
matters in terms of the build. I think that's the only
Yeah.
way you need to think about it.
Exactly. If you're saying a gun doesn't work without a build, that is very ignorant to say.
Yeah, I
That is
agree.
very ignorant.
I've probably said that before, but I mean, not
Because-
anymore.
Because like, we could say like the Sandhawk is overtuned with like in conjunction with the B shield. We could say the Uncomparable is obviously overtuned. Like, there's obviously overtuned guns that work without a build, but that shouldn't be the basis for the rest of the guns.
Yeah,
Even in normal mode, that's not even the case. Like, the majority of guns, they still need, like in TVHM and UVHM, they still need setup, right? You can't just use the gun off rip with no build. You still need a build with it. So
yeah. Normal mode is the only playthrough you can get away with literally doing whatever you want. You can just walk around and default melee enemies if you want.
all right, so that's Krieg.
Sick.
We got that. Do I still have Bandit Maya? I do.
Bandit Maya, let's go.
This one has been this one's a goated character. So we can use the sledges, but we've been using it a bit, so I might want to stray away from it in this example. So we're gonna use what map? Do you want to? We'll do loaders because we
Yeah,
haven't
let's
done
do some
loaders
loaders.
today. We'll do. This is gonna be a little bit harder on loaders. I will admit that it's a little bit harder on loaders. Actually, we'll use the sledges for the. Sledges is not as good on loaders. I'll say that. Like flesh type enemies, like it's easier to hit crits on. Like get all the pellets on the crits. Since like the loaders are super like wide, you can hit like the sides of the arms like with like half the shots, and like the rest go straight in the middle, so you're not hitting consistently. So the assault dog might be better for just raw damage output. So I'll use that for this example. So yeah, Bone Shreddifier or Bone Shredder, Slagga, Assault Dog, Bada Boom, Antagonist for shield, Slag Transfusion to slag and heal, Corrosive Bone, Siren Calm. Here's the spec. Scorn is good, just to get slag out. So I like to pick it up. and
You aren't lying
anything
about
else.
the melee overrides. You do like them.
Yeah, and suspension. I don't need too many points because usually I'm one-shotting them. I'm just more worried about the cooldown, so that's why I don't have too many points in suspension. And then Mind's Eye, key part, do so much crit damage. Anyway, let's go. This is pretty much the last thing I have to showcase, and then if you want to do any more mobbing or any other cool setups, you can.
Honestly, I
Yeah,
think after you're done showing this off, that'd be probably a good place to leave it off. Unless you
Yeah,
have anything
so-
else you want to show off.
No, this is pretty much it. This is pretty much it.
Yeah, I definitely. I'll rewatch this video in my sleep. I'll listen to it while I sleep.
Yeah,
Get
so
the
yeah, go to
information
the
ingrained.
dog. Dead. Hide a little bit. Cloud Kill is just gonna do the work there. Beautiful. And then fuck this guy. Hit. Okay, beautiful. And then just gonna. Yep.
Yeah, it's
See,
not
he was
bad.
just dying to my aura. He was just dying to my aura. I didn't even have to attack him.
St4rkiller's aura is deadly.
Yeah, now I'm gonna just be an idiot, run past them. It's okay.
You ever watch the original Dragon Ball? Jeez, my voice. God damn.
Drag it, drag it, drag
Not
it,
that
drag
shit.
it.
Not that.
Oh, see.
Not that.
Not Dragon Ball Z.
The original Dragon Ball, there's a guy that just stinks like shit, and that's how he defeats his opponents.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. I have the image in my head right now.
Yeah, fucking gnarly. I do. He starts scraping it. He starts scratching his balls in the tournament, and like crust comes out and falls on the
Dude,
air. It's so
actual
wild.
lethal fucking weapon.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Anyway,
Next
thought I'd
is-
bring that up.
Next 100% Zero episode gonna be collecting a bunch of new gear.
I mean, I might. Yeah, I might. I'll just do it like a compilation at the start. Be like a 2-minute little time lapse.
Yeah, so this one's not gonna be as good because I don't have my phase lock bonuses.
Yep.
That's the one issue here. I don't have my phase lock bonuses, but I'm still doing decent damage to him for this mini boss.
Yeah, this
Like, there you go,
is this is definitely a workable build. It's doing good.
But there's just no loaders to kill. I've only seen flush enemies. What are we doing here?
Yeah,
Oh, there we
it's
fuck-
fucking. I hate this map.
Dude, we'll do Oh, we'll do I know exactly where we're going. Heroes Pass. We're doing Heroes Pass. That's a way better map to do it. And a lot more trickier to traverse in my honest opinion. So we'll do Heroes Pass real quick and then we'll end the stream here.
The next episode won't come out till the end of the year. Who knows? I'm forgiving Masher. You know me. Could be two. Could be one every 2 days. Could be one every 2 months.
Yeah, so we'll throw out some grenades, get the slag going. Okay, yeah, so he's dead. I kind of ran right in the middle, so I'm gonna back up. But see, with Maya, with life tap, I get so much health regen that I'm chilling. So I can just poke him here. Make sure everyone's slagged. Launcher, launcher, launcher. There you go. Just chuck that in there. And like crit. There you go, one shot. One shot. There you go. Yeah, the flush enemies is a little bit harder because, you know, I'm not matching the element. But I can still kill them with relative ease.
Yeah.
See here, since I'm playing Maya and I have my kill skills active, I just have to run in and shoot him to get health back, which is really nice. Thanks to life tap. Goated kill skill. Yeah, I'll just skip these guys because not loaders. I'll be back in a few if you are still here. We'll probably be ending in a bit, but we'll wait for you, Retactato. We'll wait for you.
I'll wait for you,
Unless-
Retactato. I'll wait forever.
Oh shit, okay. Yeah, see, I'm playing stupid, but Cloud Kill just saved me like
Yeah.
a motherfucker. So I'm just gonna.
Nothing stupider than Cloud Kill.
Yep, that's true. Cloud Kill is too broken. Actually, we'll do this. Get the health back. Chuck transfusion. Ooh, weave. You thought, boy. You thought. He thought he could get right behind me and blow up.
My
Think
main
again, bud.
goal is to blow up.
And act like I ain't know nobody. Oh fuck! I fucked it up.
And
I fucked-
act
I'm gonna
like I
stop.
don't know nobody. He starts chomping his shark teeth. Fucking love that guy.
Dude, how did I fuck that up that
I wonder
bad,
if he
man?
ever blew up.
I don't think he ever.
Yeah, I
blew up.
haven't heard from him.
We'll try the sledges now. Fuck it.
I feel like the sledge has
We'll go
got
back
to
to
be
the
better.
sledge. I think ammo efficient wise, the 3-dog might be better against loaders. I know for sure against flesh enemies, the sledges is better because you can just get the one tap.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
So I'm just gonna do this. See, like the human-shaped
that's
enemies,
fat.
it's easy to get the one tap. Yeah. Plus, I have all the crit multipliers with the phase lock, so I'm able to just get the kill clean. Like this motherfucker. Stay here. Like, see, like he gets one tapped, and then I get my action skill, like really fast. Like I get it back now. It's like on like a fucking like 5 second cooldown. So, like this guy, boom, one tapped.
Wow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action skill. This guy can't reach, so I'm just gonna hit him with the fucking launcher. Barrel. See, I gotta be aware of my surroundings, so that was my bad. Gotta back up. What the fuck is this guy doing?
If that was me going down right there, I'd have been like, what the fuck killed me? And then I'd start tweaking.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize there was a barrel there.
Yeah. So go here, crit. Like, see, like the crit is super hard to hit on the loader sometimes.
Yeah.
But like on human enemies, like it's just like really easy to line up the sledge's shot. So that's why I would say the 3-dog is more efficient to use. Now this guy, I don't think I really have anything to get him with. I'm gonna be completely honest. Because usually, like in this case, I would use a Lyuda, since I can't really walk. Can I walk up to him? If I can walk up to him. Oh, I can? Beautiful.
Yup. There it is.
Then I might just fucking... I'm gonna just chuck these... Oh, fuck. Jump up here. Just run right to his face. Get the bonuses. See, now I'm playing like an idiot. This is how you do not play smart. But Maya is just too broken that you can still play stupid. That's the funny thing. Even with this not as meta setup, like you can fucking still murk shit. Like yeah, he's used a little bit too much ammo on him, but it's fine. Could probably use better gear against them for that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Like
That's a nice build.
I think we got the gist
Similar
down for
play
today.
style to Zero that you're doing there.
Yeah. Yep. Like I think we got the general gist down. For the stream.
Yeah.
So do you have any like closing thoughts, Fishman?
Well, thank you very much. I definitely learned a lot. I know I'm sarcastic half the time, but I'm not being sarcastic right now. It was honestly an eye-opening experience. I mean, it's shit that you think is obvious, but you got to hear it put a certain way to really grasp it, if you know what I mean. That's I definitely learned a lot, and I'm gonna be utilizing my knowledge for the foreseeable future. So mainly, the only thing I have to say is thank you. Subscribe to 4rkiller.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And I also appreciate you for letting me join your stream.
No problem.
And show the chat what I've been saying for a while in like a more professional and presentable manner. Because like, I could make a video on this explaining it, but like,
I think
that's
a great
usually
idea,
not
to
my
be honest,
mojo.
if you wanted to.
What?
If you wanted to make a video about this, I think that's a great idea, to be honest.
I think honestly, if you made it just off of the stream VOD, I think I would do way better.
Yeah, I will.
If
you don't want to make one, I'll definitely do that.
I think that would be a better video for it, but maybe down in the future. I just have a lot of things I got to do in my personal life, and then I also got cool video projects I got to do for you guys. So I don't know when I'll I'll be fitting in the that type of video. But yeah, again, thanks for letting me on the stream. I had a blast, and I'm very grateful that you learned a couple of things about OP10 and some misconceptions that actually leads to
Leads to a hole in my monitor.
yeah, leads to no hole in your monitor.
Yeah,
no
not
hole.
anymore, hopefully.
Yeah.
Well,
So
unfortunately,
yeah.
we did not wait for Redactado. Redactado, I'm so sorry we lied to you. I'm actually not sorry at all. So thank you very much for coming to the live stream, everybody. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Matter
We all
of fact.
appreciate it. Yes, sir.
And a special thank you to Rogu Enjoyer for those 5 memberships early. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Rogu.
And
Thank you.
yep, closing remarks. Subscribe to Star4rkiller. Link in the description of the video. And I will be streaming Nemesis Invader Farming tomorrow night. If anyone wants to see that.
And
Star4rkiller, anything coming up for you? Anything? Any streams?
For the usuals, either Friday or sometime next week, me, Hellfire, Chimera, Spire, the pre-sackers, as we like to call ourselves, we're gonna be doing a cool playthrough. That's all I'm gonna mention. It's not gonna be a pre-sequel. It's not gonna be the pre-sack. So
Is that gonna be on your
that's
channel?
all I'm gonna. I'll keep that a surprise for now. I'll
Okay.
keep that a surprise.
Okay.
For now.
Well, I think that is everything, everybody. So thanks for watching again, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Yep. Thank you guys. Have a good night or day, whatever.
Yep. Back just in time. Bye, Redactado.